this is take 2. Welcome to Magnificent Pride. It wouldn't be a stream without a little technical difficulties, adding some spice on top, right, of our delicious treat that we have for you tonight. So it is what it is. It's okay. Please let us know in the chat if we look good to you, if you can hear us. My name is Candace the Magnificent. I am bringing you the final installment of Magnificent Pride. It has been 1.5 months of fantastic tables, excellent stories, queer celebration, queer joy, a little bit of black joy in there too, because why not? Um, and I'm really just thrilled I'm sad to bring it to a close, but thrilled to bring it to a close, especially on such a strong note. I want to thank my players for being here. I am so proud of the people that said yes when I went knocking at their doors. I am so just enamored and very lucky with this table. It's my first time GMing Monsterhearts, and I don't think there's anyone else I'd rather do it with. Shout out to Katiosaurus, who unfortunately couldn't make it tonight. She is out in LA handling some very fantastic business. So please give her a like or a follow if you are not already following them. They're doing some really cool stuff that we will be hearing about soon. So big ups to her. And today, I would like to thank Kay and David for being just basically my everythings behind the scenes. They have both been completely indispensable and have really helped me put this whole thing on. They volunteered to give me their channel for the month and do all of my production, and it has been really wonderful. And like, they are just, I couldn't have done this without them. Same with Domo Jason, also known as Domo Came, who did all of the beautiful art in this gorgeous overlay. We have stayed looking fresh to death, and that is all because of them. So big thank you. If you want to support Jason, please go over to our Chaotic Wholesome Fourth Wall account and check out the merch that we've got there. All of those proceeds go to pay back the work that they have donated to us time and time again for beautiful overlays and marketing materials. And please don't forget that we are trying to raise money today for Black and Pink. Black and Pink is a nonprofit that seeks to aid Black and Brown LGBTQIA+ people who are or were incarcerated and to overhaul the prison system. As y'all probably know, queer and trans people are at higher risk of being harassed by police officers. So are Black and Brown people. So being both of those, it's a mess. And what Black and Pink basically does is they try to help people and families who have been impacted by or are currently incarcerated, and try to just kind of give an overhaul to what we know as the prison system, abolish for-profit prisons, etc., and offer assistance to that underserved community. I myself am Black, queer, and trans, so it is something that I believe very strongly in. So thank you so much in advance for any donations that you're able to give us. If you don't have any money for donations, that's okay. Enjoy the show. Sit back. You being here is more than enough. Please retweet. You have that one friend that has a bunch of money. Tell them to come on in. Tell them there's a bunch of free shit that can win. Just come on by, buddy. We want new people. Let's go. I would also like to thank our sponsors. We've had some really amazing sponsors for this event. Tonight, our sponsors are Friday Afternoon Tea, which you'll be able to win the slutty little fruit basket in the first half of today if you're interested in donating and trying to get in on our giveaways. Critical Hit Cookies, who has donated a $25 gift card today for you to win and get some delicious cookies. One of our past winners, Q, actually already received his cookies and said that they were outstanding. So very serious promo there, not an ad. The second half of the show, you'll be able to win a 5-game bundle, a physical bundle from Indie Press Revolution, who is the distributor for Monsterhearts. Monsterhearts is included in that bundle. And then $50 gift card to Die Hard Dice, who also, like Friday Afternoon Tea, donated directly to, and Critical Hit Cookies donated directly to our Tiltify, and we're really, really generous. Like, we couldn't have gotten this far without them. So please, you have to be present to win. Make sure that you enter in the chat. You'll be able to see the prompts and commands. For donations, we've got some redeems. For $10, you can give any player a +1. If you don't list the player, it'll just go to the pool. For $20, you can give any of us a reroll. Not me. Don't give it to the GM. I don't roll any dice. Don't give me a +1 or any of that. Just for the players. If you want to help me out, you can do something stupid like $30 Wheel of Impressions, where you make the players or myself do ridiculous voices, just nonsensical. I will choose, for you, the players, I will choose 2, and you can pick whichever one that you would prefer to do. So that way everybody is on a level playing field. You can also say no. So don't forget, you can opt out. For $45, you can do a setting change for 5 minutes. That'll be on me. I'll just make something up, or you can tell me where you'd like it to be. If you're like, hey, I want the next 5 minutes of this game to take place in my grandma's butt. Cool. Let's do it. And then we talk about it. For $60, you'll get either a help or a hindrance. You can specify which. I can choose for you if you'd like. For $75, you can get a player or GM monologue, which is like a Mojo Jojo style kind of missive about, your deepest, darkest secrets, or what it's like being a teenage, like, creature of the night, or what have you, anything you want. And then for $100, you can donate to get a seat at my table. I'm going to be GMing a game probably in the next 2 months or so. For $100, you get a seat at that table. It won't be streamed. So far, I've got Tanya to pass there. So I'm just shooting that out there. I got Cypher of Tyr at my table, which is a very, very, very huge honor. So come on out. And then the artist decided to add a $150 tier. If you spend $150, you can win a parody song written by me. I've had one person actually take me up on it, so look for that on TikTok soon. With that, I've been talking a lot. Let's go around and introduce our players, please. I'm going to go in the order in which I see y'all on my screen. So first up, we have Ambrose.
Oh, hi, it's me. It's your boy. Hi, everybody. I'm Ambrose. I go by any all pronouns. I'm going to be playing Logan Crane, very much a comic book character name there, who is the Infernal. I'm really excited to be playing this mess today with everybody else. That's me.
Next up, B.
Gotta find that unmute button. Hello, my name is B Zelda, they, them, and I am super excited, y'all, to be joining y'all playing Leon the Immortal. Living forever. What's the worst that could happen?
Next up, Liz.
Hi, sorry, I forgot to hit unmute there. Hi, I'm Dauntless. You can call me Daunt or Liz. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing Avery. Pronouns also she, they. A werewolf who is so pretty, but has probably more fur than brain.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It takes all kinds.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, we have Eli.
Hello, my name is Eli. I go by any and all pronouns. I will be playing Oz, also by any and all pronouns, and I am just a spooky little ghost.
Excellent. So let's get into this. The year is 1987. We open on a moonlit night, the glowing, nearly full satellite reflected in the glassy surface of Lake Olivia, tucked away in the mountains of Pennsylvania. On either side of the vast body of water, 2 campgrounds can be seen. The lights from the cabins and buildings like twinkling stars among the deep blackness of the dense forests surrounding them. Oddly enough, it's quiet. It's the last day before legions of teens will descend on these properties to begin a summer of fun and sun, making new friendships and new rivalries. But a scream breaks the silence, shattering the peacefulness of the night. As a howl rises up over the tree line, the night goes still again. Only the crackling sounds of fires around the countryside and the howls and sounds of night animals ring out, all awaiting the break of day. The next morning, as the sun rises over the mountaintop, the caravan starts. Parents pour into Camp Prisma's parking lot, trying to make a quick getaway as their kids leave their vehicles. But some students have already arrived. I would like to go around, and I would like for each of you to give us a description of your character, how they got here this morning, what they're doing, and where we find them as the scene first opens. Liz, I'm going to go ahead and start with you. Please introduce your character and where they can be found this bright summer morning.
Okay. There we go. I'm like a grandma when it comes to technology, and I minimized my Zoom window and then freaked myself out. It's like Candace's voice is coming from somewhere. It has to be here. Anyway, I'm gonna get it right eventually. Hi everybody. I think Avery is a cool 6'2". She has a very muscular physique. Probably looks like almost like a wrestling physique. Like she's pretty built, but she's also pretty fast. She has this wild, kinky, curly, honey brown hair that just bounces beautifully around her round, sweet face. Her eyes are on the lighter side of brown, which can be a little bit off-putting when you see her like just gazing down at you. But in certain lights, they're kind of a warmer gold, and I think that makes people relax a little bit. She is so pretty, but there's just a look in her eye where you're not quite sure if she's paying attention at any given moment, unless you are sure, unless she's laser focused on something, and then you have to figure out what it is because she won't tell you. And what else am I saying? Where are we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think. Ooh. I
Like
think
you might be on your
Avery-
way in lugging your stuff. You might already be in your bunk. You might be on a run.
Yeah, I think I've already dropped off my stuff. Like I think I'm here obnoxiously early. I've dropped off my stuff and in short shorts and a little crop top, I am having a little bit of a run around camp, and not anywhere that would service me to be peaceful or anything. Like I'm super in the way as people are bringing in their stuff and trying to get into their cabins.
Yeah, you hear the sound of disgruntled parents trying really, really hard to keep from swearing at you. These are not current day parents that like really care about being PC and all that stuff, although maybe that's going away these days. But these are like 80s parents that like, I mean, there's a thick cloud of cigarette smoke kind of flowing out of the windows of every single car that passes by. You inhale that as you're kind of trying to make your way through just this plume of exhaust and cigarette smoke. As you hear one mom, hey, I almost ran you over. I'm not apologizing to your parents for running you over when you get in front of my car like that. Get out of the way. You hear like the cacophony of people laying on their horns as you try to like weave through all of the vehicles.
Maybe you guys could drive better if there wasn't so much smoke in front of your eyes.
Don't tell us our business, kid. You are the kid. I am the adult. You don't tell me. I tell you.
I'm not even concerned with arguing. I'm trying to just get out of the road.
Okay, so Liz, thank you so much for that introduction. Someone named Sufficient Owls, thank you for the $30 donation. Liz, you have
That's
a
my
wheel of
friend.
impressions. When I say wheel of impressions, I mean this Powerpuff Girls ramen bowl of impressions because I don't have
Oh,
a wheel.
excellent. This is my friend Ben doing this to me specifically, so I'm very excited.
We're gonna mix them up like this so that we're sure you're gonna get a good one. I'm gonna feel really good. Got good juju.
All right.
I got
I'm
good
with you.
powers.
I'm with you.
All right, I got 2. Number 1. Oh, there's actually 3. I'll just read all 3.
Sure.
I took 3 out. So. A Shakespearean actor with a capital A.
Okay.
A gritty detective.
Okay.
Or a rich, blustery man.
2 of these are very relevant to me and my friend, which is hilarious.
You don't have to choose now. You
I
can
see.
choose the next time you open your mouth. And you
I
only
think I
have
will
to
do
do
that.
it for as long as you can handle it. And then when it becomes a hindrance, you let it go.
Apparently Avery is going to theater camp. Wink,
Hot
wink.
dog. Okay, that's wonderful. We love to see it. Next up, let's go ahead and spin the camera around to B. B, what is Lion doing? What do they look like? And how are they?
They are about average height, mid-length twists, wearing like a red and black flannel shirt, black ripped jeans, definitely like one of those, the wallet is attached via a chain, kind of keeping up with the current trends. Leon's been dead for quite some time. Not willing to admit how long, but probably like, well, I guess the 60s isn't like a long time when you compare the 80s. Wow. 50s, probably around the 50s. Time is not real no matter what.
No.
And I think they've always just been around. They don't really have anywhere to go. So when it's not summer, they kind of wander the forest, walk around, find some new shoes, keep walking, hitchhiking. Hitchhiking was big. Who knows how they became immortal / died to acquire that immortality. You know, it's not something they talk about very often.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I think as you are taking your walk, you're kind of descending like the area. You walk by McKinley. Camp McKinley is the camp across from Camp Prisma, where all of you guys go.
Okay.
And you can see the very organized chaos that's also kind of attacked this camp. A little less sloppy than Camp Prisma. The kids that kind of file in to their cabins and bunks, they all have like branded shirts on. They all have the same shorts, the same tall socks, the same kind of white sneakers. It's like an unofficial uniform. You can tell that they all have different variations of it, but they're all wearing pretty much that, like automatons. I imagine you scowl as you pass them.
Oh, absolutely. I'm walking really slow so everybody can see my scowl. They need to know my distaste.
That makes sense. There is a tall, muscular, blonde boy who kind of like crosses his arms and stands like not close to you, not in your way, just like away from everyone. He has like a big C on his like shirt, like right under his lapel. He's wearing one of those like kind of terry cloth, like a white terry cloth polo shirt, and little blue shorts that are like a little short, but he's wearing them. And he has his arms crossed. It's clear that he works out. He probably plays basketball or maybe even football when it's not summertime. And he just kind of like eyes you. Keep it moving. Go on, Prisma.
I haven't slowed down. I'm still walking. Just watching. You all suck.
Let's go. Let's go.
I have to look up like 80s insults.
He just scowls at you. I think that you hear like a chorus of "Yeah, Prisma," as you like pass like his little cronies that are trying to like help people move their items inside. They're doing something really nice, but they sound absolutely shitty. As you're like just kind of slowly making your way, and in the other ear, you can hear kind of this very almost bubbly and chimey laughter coming from the lake.
Ugh. I definitely have a Walkman, or no, Discman? No, Walkman, the ones with the cassette tapes.
Yes.
I've got one of those, probably like neon yellow, whatever was. I don't know if they were ever cheap, but you know.
Yeah. No, you pop one of those in your ear. If anybody were really paying close attention to you, they'd see that there are like some leaves and bits of dirt like into like the little cracks and crevices of the hardware. It's clear that somebody probably like lost this out of their pack and you were just yoink. But
there's like a name on the underside in Sharpie.
Yeah, you have polished it up and made it almost new. As you kind of walk by. What are you listening to?
Oh gosh. 80s music. I can only think of like Whitney Houston.
That's a good choice. that's a strong choice.
Whitney could have
first
some
thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah, like that's it. Like
perfect.
That's all you need.
Done.
Perfect. Okay, thank you for that. Next up, Logan. Logan, what do you look like? What are you doing? What are you up to?
So Logan opts not to come in like the rest of everybody, where it's like family dropping everybody off like with their packs and stuff like that. Logan opts to tell his father, who is driving him, because his dad's like, let's have a father-child moment, just the two of us. And Logan's like, no, that's not what I want right now. Because he dad is like pretty aware, even though he works a lot, that something's been a little off. It's summer, like let's chat, just you and me. And Logan opts to actually, I think I'm good here, which is like several paces, like about 3 miles away. And it's like, yeah, like I'm just gonna walk. I just really need to think, like clear my head, the strong, silent type. Dad, I'm gonna do that. Thank you for whatever this chat was.
Are you sure? I mean, I could make the rest of the way. It's not. I mean, it's right there.
I know you can. I
thought I'd see, if you have any. I don't know if you have any friends that you want to introduce me to. If there's anybody special, I don't know.
No, I'm a loner. The thing that we're not supposed to be, what the news says about like watch your kids, because if they're alone, they're probably plotting something. I'm that kid.
Yeah. Well, I've been in denial, I think, for a long time.
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe, summer camp might change things for you. But
that might change it. You never know. But I appreciate this, Father. Okay. Yes, I'm just gonna like gets out of the car, taps the hood. I love you.
You need anything? You need any money? I brought this bag of snacks. He like pulls out like this like reusable tote bag full to the brim of like snacks, but there's like a huge it almost looks like a collage, like mosaic patchwork quilt of a dog on the front of it.
Oh my goodness.
Like it's clear
Ambrose,
that like
my heart.
Your grandma like probably left it at your house, and he's like handing it, like thrusting it into your hands. You need to share with you could get some friends. Friends like snacks. You could get friends if you share these with people.
You know what? Yeah, I will, Dad. Thank you very much.
Of course. Yeah,
I'll send I'll write you and stuff like that. But don't worry, I'll beat that loner disease right out of the water. I promise.
All right. He looks at you with a face that is somewhere between just total adoration and like knowing that you are just so full of shit. Like just so full of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like this, like very like
okay.
facing you.
Love you. Close the door and then walk into like a wooded path. And
you can hear the car slowly creeping until you disappear behind the tree line.
Like, I feel like it's like walking alongside, just side-eyeing, like, bye. Goodbye. And as soon as he leaves, I walk into the woods instead of walking through the path, right? And this is when I use powers to get to the camp. I use shadows to hop between wood lines and hopping until I eventually get that. Instead of taking 30 minutes plus to walk there, it only takes 5 minutes. Instead, if you want me to roll, I can to see how absolutely hilarious I fail at this to be cool. But that's entirely up to you.
For now, you're okay. I feel like you're emboldened by the start of this day, getting away from your parents' freedom, right? You're ready to go. Mm-hmm. You step into the shadows. And that strange feeling that you get when you're in there, almost like you are nothing, like you're part of the nothingness around you, snaps out of it. You just come right out of it, and there you are, standing, at the tree line, right in front of the cabins. As you leave the shadows, you hear like a deep sound of rumbling laughter. And the second that you're at the cabins, it vanishes. It's just regular summer day. You can hear birds chirping, dragonflies buzzing, normal sounds. But for just a second, that laughter just rang in your ears, echoing a little bit.
Oh, weird. Okay. I'm just gonna drop off my tote. Looks down at Grandma's tote. My very thoughtful grandmother's tote. Where I'll make friends. Rolls his eyes, walks into the cabin afterwards.
When you get in there, it's kind of like a flurry of energy because you're all seniors. You are in the cabins that only have 4 to 6 roommates rather than the big ones that have 10 to 12 roommates. So you're quickly able to find your bunk. There's a little like welcome bag hung on it. And you're able to just kind of start your day. Did you tell us what your character looks like?
I did not. That is on me, my bad. So Logan stands at about 6 foot. Uh, has muscle, like definitely works out, probably giving the vibe of athlete in terms of high school, but hasn't like done like the usual regiment they used to. They have twists, like the sides of their head are shaved, deep brown, black hair, twisted. That seems to be upkept. Has a septum piercing, and two piercings on each earlobe, black metal instead of like any gold there. Has like ripped off plaid, red plaid shirt, like at the arms because it's hot. And then like a crop top that goes up, like shows the belly button, shows the pack, shows the V, and then is not wearing shorts, is wearing like ripped jeans, really donning that loner style, and has like deep dark skin tone, that like kind of like is bought out obviously by the sun a little bit more, and really light brown eyes. So yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. And then last but not least, Eli, where is Oz? Where do you wake up for the first time?
Oz is actually is standing at the docks at the lake, and is kind of in almost in like a dissociative kind of stare out into the lake the whole time. Like nobody saw Oz come into camp. Nobody saw them like put bags down in one of the bunks. Nobody saw Oz walk around campus. They kind of just appeared almost, and has just been kind of just hanging out at the dock side of the lake. Oz is a tallish individual, just under 6 feet, but it's hard to notice that because they're very slouchy in stance. They have like a short, very wavy, thick, wavy hair that they kind of have in like a half up, half down situation. But there are like these little tufts of like white that seem to start to kind of be in the presence in the mix of their hair. They have they're wearing a yellow cropped like tank top that's covered up by this long sleeve green flannel shirt that is a little bit too big for them, and they're wearing like very baggy blue jeans and Converse shoes. And like the most notable thing is that like Oz has these very pale colored eyes that seem a little unnatural for most people. It doesn't have any like color to it. It just seems like a very washed out kind of color to their eyes. And they have a green slouchy beanie that they kind of have tucked in one of the back of their pockets because it's a little too hot to be wearing it right now. But yeah, they're just chilling, enjoying the peaceful scenery of the lake, while they hear all the noise going on in the background, and it doesn't seem to bother them that's going on while they're just enjoying the moment.
Excellent. You stand there, Oz, and you feel like the nice breeze kind of roll in atop this lake. It smells like honeysuckle and pine and just really beautiful, fresh, clean air. It's familiar. You always expect to smell this here. When you look down at the water, it ripples, the sun kind of making this really dappled effect across the top of the water. Do you look at your reflection?
Yeah, I'll eventually, after a few moments, kind of just turn my gaze downwards to look at the lapping of the water that's hitting the dock and just kind of peek over.
You try to take a look at your reflection, and you can see the outline of yourself there. The sun glare, though, keeps kind of hitting the top of the water, and you can't quite grasp like your features. Every time you try to kind of move, a cloud will come and sort of do cloud cover, and then like the sun will kind of peek out in another direction, so like you can't quite see yourself. But the longer that you kind of focus on the water, almost like scrying, like you start getting kind of like obsessed with trying to see yourself in it, a face does appear. You see a very kind of nondescript face. Looks like it could be anybody. It's not you. It's not really anybody that you know. Regular looking person, medium brown skin, pretty regular features, could be any ethnicity, right? A very nondescript person is there. And they kind of look at you and tilt their head to the side, matching your head tilt. And you hear kind of a voice, like almost a gurgling sound that says, Neptune.
I think after a while, like not being able to like really get the details that they want, they kind of like frown at the reflection and maybe like kick a rock or whatever debris is kind of nearby, kind of let it fall into the water to kind of disrupt the surface. But now that they're like things seem to get livelier and livelier at camp, Oz takes that as like, maybe I should go and see if I need to be somewhere particular, and they kind of just turn around and start shuffling off to some centralized location.
Okay. That's actually a really good segue, because you do, all of you, hear the sound of a bugle, which all of you kind of know generally is the symbol for come to the mess hall, right? Every morning there is a big breakfast. Yes.
What is a bugle?
A bugle is like a it's like a trumpet that doesn't have the little things on it. It's just like a regular horn.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a dog.
It could be. It does sound like a dog.
Beagle.
Bugle. That's a beagle. Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
A bugle is also a corn chip in America. I don't know if Canadians
That
have
is
bugles.
true. The chip.
We also have a corn chip called a bugle.
I don't think so.
But yeah, this is basically a trumpet with no keys on it. It's just like a
Okay.
horn that looks like a trumpet. And people play reveille, that bum bum ba-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-dum,
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
that kind of thing.
Huh. I learned something new.
So as y'all hear that sound, you start seeing people kind of descend on the mess hall. It's time for breakfast. Everybody is super excited. Everybody is allowed to wear whatever they want here. You just come as you are. So you see people descending with crimped hair, very kind of poofy, thrown up on one side with a little scrunchie. You see people with like really cute afro puffs as like a holdover from like the late 70s. You see people that are just kind of doing their own thing in sweatpants, sweatsuit, tracksuit, head to toe, all one color with matching kicks. I mean, there's all kinds here, kind of showing off their style. And people are really excited. There's kind of a hum and a buzz in the air. The camp was recently, in the past couple years, actually made into a high school camp. So everybody here is going to be your age group. There's another one down the way in the opposite direction from McKinley that is that houses all of like the junior high kids and younger. But you guys pretty much have this all to yourself. As you enter the mess hall, everybody is kind of broken up into little cliques. You can smell the wafting scent of breakfast. There's eggs, there's bacon, there's sausage, there's pancakes and waffles. Like it's all kind of lined up in these like big kind of big like silver trays that have sterno candles underneath them, kind of like the catering trays. And there's a person standing in front of this line. You see toward the end of the line, there's some other options at the end. There's a petite woman that's kind of handing them out as kids come up and give their name that has like halal and kosher options as well as vegetarian options. And there's a person standing at the front that's offering plates out to people. She looks miserable, to be kind. Absolutely miserable. She keeps kind of glancing anxiously at the food and kind of waving her hair and tossing her hair around. And as you approach her and get closer to the line, you can smell like the strong scent of Love's Baby Soft that is like coming from her every time she kind of tosses her hair. It covers up the smell around her of the food. This is Carolyn Domingo. You all know that she's a camp counselor. She's your same age group. All of you came here. Some of you came here to try and be a little bit better about being a positive camper. Some of you came here to just do what you always do. This person came here to win. All right. She's trying to win summer, y'all. She has loose curly hair, medium brown skin, more Latin features, and a muscular build with preppy clothing. Not a hair out of place. You can tell this person is put together. And as she kind of sees all of you approach, oh, hey, you're back again this year. None of you wanted to do anything with yourselves. I mean, it's not anyone's first year anymore. Like, we're about to go to college.
Oh,
This
look,
looks
you're
really good
back
on our
here
resume.
with the same hairstyle like last year. Did you not change that? Did you not realize that trends change with things?
This is a classic haircut. It is on the poster. It is the poster on every haircuttery around the country.
You see
right
how
now?
you're minding your own business? Why are you minding ours? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Take
And then I
this
walk
plate.
past her like dip.
She looks at the rest of you and is like,
Can I have a plate?
here, have a plate.
Can I
There's all kinds
two?
of disgusting food, or there's the vegetarian option. So
I'll have some vegetables.
cool. Yeah, go down to the end of the line. Talk to Miss Jenkins. She'll give you the vegetarian plate.
Miss
I helped
Jenkins.
choose. Yeah, Miss Jenkins, right there.
Fine.
And like she kind of waves over, and when you look, there's like a little plump lady that's like maybe 5 feet tall on a good day, rosy cheeks, like looking at you, medium brown skin, waves you over. Come here, baby.
Hey, don't wave too much, okay?
She looks at you, Avery, Carolyn, and is like, I know you're like active. Do you need 2 plates?
So,
I
inquiry
have 2 plates
for
in the morning
you.
to replenish all of my electrolytes when I go for runs. You should really like think about joining a team of some kind with your build. Like, you're wasting your own time.
Inquiry for you, master of games, as celebrated and powerful as your presence here is today. When I gaze upon her cantankerous visage, am I in possession of more musculature than she? Is my form more stunning to behold?
Definitely.
Excellent. I will
Yeah.
accept her hideous offer of 2 overstuffed plates, and then I will turn so that my voluptuous backside is on display and go, oops, and drop mine overflowing plate onto her rancid shoes.
You are wasting so much food right now. I only gave you this because I saw you working out this morning and I was trying to be a friend and give you some carbo loading so that you don't die halfway during the day.
And
Obviously,
you,
just,
wench, are wasting my precious air.
Oh
Farewell.
my God.
And I will skip mine sweet backside over to whomever would be the most irritated to have me sit beside them and enjoy this precious feast.
Carolyn looks at you as you bring up the rear Oz, rolls her eyes,
Carolyn.
just like gestures to the plates.
Oh, Carolyn, you don't have to like harsh the mellow here. It's summer. It's the first time it's summer. You gotta put a little bit more of a smile on your face. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna win your trophies at the end of it. It's all good.
I know you all think that this is a joke. I know. Okay, I can tell that you think it's a joke. It's not a joke. Okay, we can't all control our destinies. Sometimes things happen for a reason, and today I am here dealing with all of you, and maybe it's for a reason. I don't know, but
and maybe you'll be better for it by the end of summer, going in the fall. Who knows, dude? Just deep breaths, you know? Just a deep breath, and just like walk around the food plate that's been on the floor. Remember, breathe in, nose out. And
You think
just, like,
people
grab a
are
plate.
here to be your tests on this planet? Weird. And just keep on going. As I take my own plate.
the side eye, like it's like this girl's eyes rolled out of her face, right? Like they're just overwhelmed with just she's overwhelmed with outrage. And you kind of see her kind of like shaking as she goes to pick down the plate, as she goes to kind of crouch down and pick up the plate. Each of you ends up trying to find seats at the tables. A lot of them are packed full, so most of you are just kind of sitting together. There's one table in the middle of the room that is the popular kids, right? Carolyn leaves the line, goes to pick up her vegetarian tray and sits down and kind of just like scowls at all of you as she kind of passes your table. You're like 2 or 3 tables away from that. And all of you sort of just mill about, chit-chatting. So, Avery, you attempt to go to a table where someone wants you the least.
Yep.
You sit down next to someone, they immediately get up and go to another table that only has 1 seat left. And replacing that person next to you is a very, very small, maybe 4'9" kid. Biracial, clearly half black, half white, red, kinky, curly hair, a light smattering of freckles, big braces on his teeth, huge green eyes, and medium brown skin. You can hear his breathing before you turn around. You know who's sitting next to you. Hey. Hey, Avery. Avery. Avery, it's Tyler. Please don't make me turn around. Avery, please. Avery? Listen, I'm not going to tell all your friends your secret.
I
You can
don't
trust me.
believe you. Every time you sit down, you lead with this, and it makes me believe you less.
I just need you to like meet me halfway on this, okay? Like I know things, and I could probably help you with your problem. I know it's unnatural. You see what I'm saying? To be the way that you are, and I am the person who's been sent here to help you out. I mean, I'm gonna be a senior next year. I mean, that's paramount information.
No, that's
13
a
years old
crime.
and a senior.
Listen. Fine. I had a good run today. I just had a really great interaction. I'm feeling good. I will allow you to make a pitch to me about why I should allow this situation that's happening here. And if it isn't good, the food over there smells really great. And so I'm going to start going that way. Okay. Does that work for you?
I just need a minute. You know, I don't want to do the wrong thing with you. I mean, there's a right and a wrong way. You know, my grandfather told me that there's, you know. So Tyler Van Helsing pulls up a seat, just like kind of gets tucked in. He is way too small for this seat. These are like regular adult size seats, and he's like just teeny tiny in it, like a little bird, and looks up at you through like very thick glasses. Okay, listen, I don't have any of my charts. My charts are back in my bunk. I can send them to you if you want. Like I can have somebody bring them by, but I can show you this. And he like opens up his pack. He has a Transformers backpack that looks very official. And he pulls out a file folder, like a Trapper Keeper with file folders coming out of it. And he opens it up. And inside there's like the phases of the moon. There's like a little chart as to like, you know, moon times. So you just have to like tell me your moon time.
I love him. I love him. Oh my God. The Transformers backpack was really like choice.
I don't know if your friends know about you, so I'm gonna try to whisper. He's doing a terrible job. He's like talking like this. And he like looks at everybody else at the table and then leans even closer to you. You can smell like the smell of Doritos just strong on this boy. So listen, I'm a bit of a monster hunter, as you know. And I would like to tell you, so I don't have to hunt you and we don't have to have any kind of problems this summer.
Hunt me with just, what? You know, your Nerf crossbow? Tyler.
I have a lot of equipment. And he like taps the front of his backpack. Lots of equipment. Very, very high-tech stuff.
Okay.
I've inherited a lot of it from my grandfather. So please understand. I have a mission to accomplish. And you know, I have some manacles in my room. I can get you all like cozied up. The next time there's a full moon, I can just strap you right in. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to, you know.
Just look him up and down the whole 2.5 foot height difference between us. Yeah,
Can I
So-
join this conversation when
Absolutely.
I hear we're just gonna strap you in, okay?
Absolutely.
Tyler, what are you doing
Yes?
again?
Excuse me, I'm trying to broker a deal with Avery. It doesn't have anything to do with you. You're like a regular kid. Has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
also a regular kid. I just really hate when he reads and I'm like looking at the files with all the moons. Zodiac charts.
Zodiacs are for nerds.
Exactly. And he's just,
I
he
have
won't
good
let it
authority.
go.
I've done a lot of research on this subject, okay? You have to understand. I'm not just any vampire hunter. I am up on the latest and the greatest in 80s technology.
I'm just a
So I,
wannabe. And I want you to be out of here.
Hmm,
Come on, Tyler. You're keeping my seat warm.
when they eat you, you're gonna be pretty upset. I don't want to hear you knocking on my cabin door.
I don't
What?
eat people. I am a
No.
normal person with normal dietary habits.
He gets all his stuff in a huff and he like slaps a piece of paper down. It's on that like lined kind of green and white paper, like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
little
yeah.
edges or whatever. So like the edges have been properly ripped off. They're like
Nice.
perfectly clean except like a little tear at the top. And it's a printout of like wolf stats, like werewolf stats, but it's like obviously from like various folkloric, like it's like a collection of like folkloric like vampire and like werewolf
A
stats.
Dungeons and Dragons stat block.
Basically like
You have 87 hit points.
strength is far better during the full moon, can't
Cool.
transform outside of the full moon, silver question mark, like all that just like written out, and puts it on the table. Listen, all of you guys are gonna need this information. You know that she's weird. Look at her, she's weird. I mean, she's really tall and stuff, and like one day I'll probably think that that's good in some way. I don't know. My mom says that like one day I'm gonna turn around, everyone's gonna look really good all of a sudden, but all of you just like
What?
smelly teenagers.
You're smelly.
I'm Tyler. Tyler, come here.
Yeah?
No, closer.
Yes.
I'm gonna growl in his ear
No.
and try to get him
no.
to run. And
no. And he lights out. You see him like he has enough time to grab his backpack, but like papers fly out of it on his way, hauling ass out the door. He bumps into the janitor who has just finished picking up the mess of like plate and garbage, and it immediately shatters on the floor again. And the janitor's just like, God help me, these children.
I'm
It is day
gonna
one.
scoop up the paper and try to keep the werewolf
Pass it back.
papers out of. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just very casually
Yeah.
scoot those in my direction.
It's bogus information. This doesn't look real at all.
Like, everyone knows werewolves aren't real. So it's like super stupid. I'm just gonna keep trying to take. I have like definitely have like a moon charm bracelet on or something like real goofy looking. I'm just I've like never even they're just big dogs. It's not even real.
Yeah. So welcome back. We made it here again.
Hi everybody.
Everybody else can come sit down. We'll kick a few more kids out of their seats.
I think that Logan watches from afar as like Tyler like beats it, like the very theatrical scene of like papers flying in the wind as he's running away, raised eyebrow before sitting next to Avery. Like, what's that about?
Nothing. Just, Dorito mouth kids.
Looks
Yeah,
back.
who's a werewolf? And like Oz will like slam down their tray.
Avery jumps. Just as if your appearance is not normal. Just freaks the hell out for a second. It's like, Oz, hi.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm like stuffing my mouth face full of food. So who's a werewolf? What's going on?
Werewolf?
Tyler's looking for werewolves.
Where?
Tyler's always looking for werewolves. I don't know where the
Wasn't he
13-year-olds
looking for
look.
vampires? Was he looking for vampires last?
Isn't his
I
last
think he
name
should
like,
really focus
Helsing
on
or
them.
something like that? That's a little on the nose, ain't it?
Yeah. And he
Huh.
should focus on vampires because like they bite people way more. So really like
Statistically, yeah.
Yeah, so like I don't even know why he's spending all this time on werewolves. Like it's just not a big deal.
Why are you worried?
Yeah.
Just looks directly at Avery.
You know, when I think of the children and the hobbies that they spend their time on, Avery is sweating. I am just so concerned for that young Dorito Mouth man's
Slowly
future.
reaches over for their glass of water that has like a lot of ice cubes in it and just pushes it over to Avery.
It's gone. It's just gone. It's probably like just a little teeth scrape mark at the top. It's bad. She's just like, I'm gonna stop talking now. Seeing you guys. Hi, it's summer, and
Do you
just
wanna
hang her head in
roll
shame.
Keep your cool.
Yeah,
I
it
would
seems
love
like a keep your
to.
cool mode.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
not feeling that vibe.
I agree. I agree that a keep your cool is good. Yes.
I would
agree.
love to, because I'm not keeping my cool. I'm gonna take this emo looking die for Tyler.
Roll with cold.
Yes, you roll with cold.
Okay, I see. So that's
like
a 9 on the die. Let me see what my cold is. So it's an 8 because I have a -1 cold.
Oh,
Okay.
you're so warm.
I am.
So
I'm so
if you
warm.
have an 8, that means that your actions might leave you vulnerable. Everyone at the table sort of gets the sense that Avery is a little afraid of something being maybe revealed about you or assumed about you. But I mean, these are your people. These are your homies. So maybe
I mean,
not.
I wouldn't worry about Tyler, man. Like Tyler's always like yapping. Like I don't know. Half the time you just learn to tune him out. Like once he just starts going, you just like kind of just
Yeah, it's not like Tyler appears in your bedroom to look at you while you're sleeping that night. Something like that.
Very specific.
Extremely specific, pointedly looking not at Oz. Like,
just spoon in their mouth. Yeah, that's weird.
yeah.
Yeah,
Super.
I mean, dude, Tyler hasn't even hit puberty yet, right? Like,
Yeah.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Still,
Don't.
voice is still cracking.
Yeah.
watch it.
I think as all of you are chit-chatting away, Logan, you hear a voice in your ear. Hey, you doing your job?
I look around. Or I look slowly as if like, did someone call me to like
As you, yeah, no, totally. As you turn, you get this almost like, you see like smoke at the periphery of your vision. And then when you finally turn to look at it, the smoke turns into features. There before you is Gray. She looks really wicked. The grin on his face, very kind of unctuous almost. Like they know they're about to ask you for something you're not going to want to do. Hey,
just making eye contact with this thing. But
yeah, dark brown skin, black features, one dark brown eye and one gray eye. And they look at you and say, so you asked for a little help this summer, and I don't think I ever told you what I wanted in return. I've got a job for you. It's not really gonna necessarily count toward the whole that you owe me, but
is
if
this
you do
like
an
in my
extra good
head,
job,
or is this
it will.
like just like
Can I ask, like, can we hear this? Or
Can
just,
they
like,
hear this?
Watching
So-
you make faces.
I don't think any of you can see this. If you would like to see this, I would roll. Maybe roll plus dark. If you get a 7 or above, 7 to 9, you see the shadows. 10 and above, you can see this happen.
Believe it or not, I don't have any dark.
I got an 8.
Okay. So you see like this shadowy vision in the seat next to Logan. You can't quite tell what it is. It's sort of just like a plume of smoke almost that seems to keep moving, but you can tell that it's sitting there. Like it feels like it's sitting there to you. Congratulations to Other Cider Studios, by the way, for winning our slutty little fruit basket.
oh, that's me. Hi, I'm the side. I have a little
Congratulations.
fruit basket. Oh my god.
Enjoy. I believe it is 7 to 8 teas. You can ask them for
Ooh.
decaf or caffeinated, and they have luster dust inside, and they're all fruit flavored. So
Wow.
yeah, hit me up after this
Slay
and
little
let me
fruit
know.
basket. Perfect
Yeah.
for this game, everybody.
Just for you. Please, everybody, go ahead and enter to win our next giveaway. Kay and David are going to be putting it in the chat, and we will pull that after we get back from break, which we'll be taking probably in the next 15-20 minutes. Anybody else? Did anybody else roll to see if they can see this?
I did,
Oh.
but I got a 6.
Oh, me
Okay.
too,
No.
besties.
Oh, twins. Look at us.
Jeez.
Perceiving
Two of
nothing
you.
together.
Right?
All you see is like Logan just kind of like looking but trying not to look at this empty seat.
Literally,
next
like,
to
just
him,
a
like-
slow, was it like a bombastic side eye in the chair?
Yes!
It's empty. It's just like, so you think that's past the chair, or like someone did some shit and
Kinda
Logan is
look
clocking
past
it,
you.
but that is not what's happening.
So remember how we talked about acting weird like 0.2 seconds ago?
I gotta go. I'll be right back. I see someone and I need to, yeah, and then like stands up.
Can I have your
Doesn't
potatoes?
even-
Oh, all right. I'm taking these.
Yeah, no worries,
potatoes.
I'll be right back. Watch my food.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
We're watching it.
Looks,
I didn't just eat some of it. I'll watch your food.
right. I'll be right back. You better give me another plate.
Take like one of my own potatoes, put it on your plate.
Like sucks her teeth. Walks off to the side to have this conversation.
As you turn to kind of walk over to Gray, they're already standing there. Like they're standing where you anticipate on going. And they're dressed in very like 80s goth clothes, like big oversized jacket, big shoulder pads. They have like this very kind of like lots of piercings and stuff and tattoos. They're wearing like a mesh shirt and tight like leather pants. Hey, so somebody died here. Did you know that?
What, like today or just in general?
Last night, yeah. Last night.
Whoa, really?
No one's found them yet, but obviously I know.
Of course.
And now you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
the person who got them is around here somewhere. I'm gonna need you to figure out who it was that took that life and reap them.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
Really,
pretty
the
straightforward
first
job.
day of camp, you couldn't just wait a moment to
I mean,
settle.
If you want me to give it to Jason, I'll give it to Jason.
No.
I mean, like Jason, I literally just talked to them. They're setting their shit up in their campsite. Like I can fuck right off.
No.
It's totally okay.
No.
You know, it's
Hold
fine.
on. Wait. I will do it. Do not tell.
Okay.
Do not tell Jason.
No. All right. Okay.
I got it.
All right. I won't tell Jason any more than I've already told them. And he vanishes.
Just like to the air, you look like my type. All right. Walks back. Actually,
What's the smoke all about?
Hmm?
What's the smoke all about?
What about smoke?
You left abruptly.
Mm-hmm. I took a
Yeah,
smoke break.
sure.
That's all that was. Like, don't read too much into it. Anyway, y'all can have my food. Split that equally. Yeah, we're growing people. I gotta go check something out. Y'all are fine without me. Yeah.
Do you need any help?
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your face says. Your face
face
says,
is
"Oh
saying
no, I
help.
need a little help."
It's kind of hard to explain right now, but like, give me like an hour or two, and I'm just, yeah, y'all are good. Like, have fun, enjoy yourselves.
Okay.
No parents. It's just
Yeah.
us. Yay.
Ooh.
Good seeing you
Yeah.
again, Leon, and you too, Oz and Avery. You're definitely not a werewolf, and then walks away.
Avery just big, sad, dramatic sigh, head in hands. All her hair just flips forward. Like
Logan, do me a favor and go ahead and roll me shut someone down. Your friends are trying to reach out to you.
But I'm so okay with that.
They're trying to talk to you. They're trying to make sure that
That's
you can
fair.
have really fun things together.
You're right. Hold on. I feel like I'm gonna fail this. Come on, dice. Come on, dice. Do the roll. Do I have to actually get physical ones? I have them right here. It's fine. Just like still rolling. All right, so that's a 10 without adding anything, and then it's shutdown is cold, right? So
Yes,
that
plus cold.
It's a 9, so it's a negative. So I got a 9. It's not a full success. It's a mixed success now.
Okay. So, you can choose one of these because you do that, but you come across poorly. You can choose either a condition to take on a condition of your choice, or you can take one forward. You can, the person of your choice. So each of you can decide, I should say, to take one forward or to lose a string on Logan.
Ooh.
If you don't have any strings on Logan, you can take one.
Reread what taking one forward does. It just means it helps us for giving them.
It adds 1 to your roll.
It adds 1 to your roll.
Does that roll have to be specific with Logan?
I'm going to say no because we're in a one shot. If it were a campaign, I'd say yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Can I take the one?
Yeah, I will take
Yeah.
the forward.
Now, if you take the one, that's fine. You can also choose to stay put or to follow Logan, since Logan did not get a success.
Team follow.
Yeah.
I don't think we even
subtlety is
say
not a trait of pride.
anything. No. We just like look at each other, clatter our plates and our everything, and like, we're gonna
Oz?
go.
Oz, are you coming?
Oh, yeah. I'm like quickly trying to like.
Yeah. You can take the plate. Just take the plate.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah.
As
But
you
yeah,
make
I'm
your
coming.
way outside, Logan, where did you want to start looking? Did you want to kind of follow the signs and see what's happening on the quad, see if anyone's finding this? Or did you want to just kind of start your own investigation?
I'm gonna do my own investigation here. What I'm gonna do is just roll dark to see if I can see recently deceased dead in the area, whether that's another like a ghost or like just hey, here's a site of someone that died kind of situation. That's what I'm gonna do. So just is that okay?
I'm going to have you... Do you want to gaze into the abyss for that?
Yes, please.
Unless you have a power that allows you.
I thought I did. I do not. It's specifically talking to someone to get secrets, but no. But I will
That'll
gaze
come
into
up.
the abyss. That will come up eventually.
So roll
but-
plus dark.
My favorite dice rollers. Fine. Physical. I am going to use an ability called The Power Flows Through Me. I'm going to give the Dark Power 1 string so that I can add 2 to my roll and make that an 8.
An 8. All right. So for an 8, the abyss shows you confusing and alarming visions, but you get your answer nonetheless. You look out on the campgrounds and you see a beam of light. It's walking around kind of at a really clipped pace, very fast. And when you kind of squint your eyes and they start to, the light kind of comes closer to you, it reveals itself as a person. Somebody that you actually know pretty well. Right in front of you is kind of a, I don't know, I guess a more petite in stature person. They're probably like 5'2", 5'3". Their name is Jennifer Z. They're a grade above y'all. Longtime camper to camp coordinator. They've been at Camp Prisma as long as any of you can really remember. I think the only person who maybe doesn't remember them or has kind of a barrier of remembering them might be you, Lion. You know this person, but you're not sure. It's one of those situations where you don't know how long you've known her, right? It seems like forever, but for you, forever is forever, right?
Yep.
She has like a little black bob, Chinese features and kind of fair tan skin. And she's got a gigantic clipboard that is like just absolutely just shoved full of papers. just like kind of like nose, like face down, writing things, scurrying back and forth, trying to figure out what to do. This year, she is the camp coordinator. She is under the camp director. It's her first year. And as she kind of approaches you, you can see the light sort of flicker for a second and then go out. And then as you kind of continue to like look around and scan the tree line, do you look behind you or just in front of you?
I would have thought to look behind me if, like, for a moment, but like if I kind of am like pinpoint on this, I'm not looking back. I'm kind of just kind of keep following this.
You see a simmer, like a shimmering light, kind of similar to what you see here with Jennifer, out in the forest. It looks like it's blinking, kind of flashing, and sometimes it flashes like that bright kind of golden color, and then it'll be red, and flash the golden color and red, back and forth like that. Do you start to go look for it?
Yeah.
You begin to kind of move forward, and as you kind of approach that tree line, you can smell it before you see it. It smells like this kind of very acrid smell, very coppery. And as you kind of arrive at this place, you see that there's a bunch of leaves kind of piled up and brushed up over this person. And as you reach down to try and uncover that top part of the leaves, you can hear the twigs snap behind you of your friends.
My hands like stop before fully reaching, and then look over my shoulder. What?
Just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Oh, Jesus. Like, stands up fully, turns around. Everything's fine. You should go back.
Is that an what is that?
Avery's, if this is blood, Avery's doing the full Edward Cullen.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Full on just, yeah, we wanted to make sure you were good. I hope you're good.
Are you good?
That's allergies?
I am so allergic to outside. I would love to impose a roll on myself
Press
to see
X
how
to
bad.
doubt.
Yeah.
I've known you for how
Say,
long?
do you want to roll to try and keep your cool in this
Oh
moment?
yeah, because I'm really bad at that, and I think it would be funny.
So good.
Anytime I can, just make me do it, because I think it's just the funnier option.
Mm-hmm,
Avery is not subtle. Cool. So that's a big 7.
Okay.
Minus
So-
1, so big 6.
Oh.
As you describe
That's
how
good.
you fail
Oh.
spectacularly to like handle your shit in this moment, please do it in a Shakespearean actor accent.
Oh, cool. As the rich coppery smell impacts mine own nostrils, I find myself reeling with the sweet, viscous scent of life once spilled. I twitch to and fro, and as my muscles begin to quake, you see for a moment as my teeth grow sharper and beast-like. I let out a sound that rolls through the earth and then through me and back up just a bit in fear. And also, no, I back up a bit in terror, but not just of the life spilled before me, of the life that stands before me, the life that is precious to me, mine own friends.
Beautiful.
That was
Thank you.
that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Holy hell.
I
shit.
read too much Shakespeare.
Oh, that's
No such thing.
amazing. Like, it shows very well. Wonderfully done.
That scream, that howl, tears through each of you, chilling your blood. Can everybody make me a keep your cool roll? This area of the forest is a dark canopy over your heads. The light isn't really penetrating this kind of dense kind of cropping of trees above your head. And it almost feels like it's nighttime in there. Like if you didn't see the light kind of coming in from the sides leading off of the lake, you would definitely think it was nighttime.
I failed. I got a 6 because I have a -1. So
Right.
Another 8 for me.
Okay.
I got 3 with my
Okay.
+1.
All right.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
So I think for the folks who fail, you skedaddle. You get the fuck out of there. Like, you're freaked out. You run out of the opposite way out of the forest. It's too scary. It's too freaked out for you. Because I think the dice are telling a story that you got the 8, because that's a partial success. So I think you, Oz, you crouch down. You're able to kind of keep your cool in that moment. Do you brush the leaves away from the top of this bundle on the ground?
Yeah. Because I'll look left and right and see everybody like leave, but there's something that compels me to like do that. So I'll crouch down and just start shooshing leaves away.
Earlier, you were unable to see your reflection in the water. You found your reflection here in the form of a body. Your face, eyes wide. A peaceful look on your face somehow, despite the horror. You can see lots and lots of blood all on the ground, kind of mucking up the leaves, kind of sticking them together. The smell is almost non-existent. You feel like it should stink in here. You should feel some kind of overpowering sense of disgust. And in this moment, you instead don't really feel anything. And as you kind of put 2 and 2 together, looking down at your unmoving corpse, we are going to take a break.
Wait, so it's Oz's body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris.
Oh man.
Just got real, guys. This
You're
is
gonna have to,
Scooby-Doo
like,
now.
I
Okay.
guess you're going to have to like go tell your friends. How do you tell your friends, hey guys, so I'm dead?
I don't know. We'll find
Something
Oh,
out.
bad
we're supposed to have
happened.
time to kiss each other. There's a mystery afoot.
There's plenty of time for smooching while you're on the hunt.
Right? All
Okay,
the
for the
time.
killer.
The hunt
I
is
just want to
on.
let you know.
But also smooches.
Also smooches. Thank you to everybody who has been around thus far. I hope that folks are able to make donations. If not, that's totally okay. Like we said, please just retweet and invite your friends. We are trying to close this out as strong as we can. We are over $2,100 strong right now, which is awesome. We are going to take a quick 10-minute break, and then we will be back around 8:41 p.m. Eastern time. While we're gone, please go ahead and enter to win, I believe it is a Critical Hit Cookies gift card, correct? Oh my goodness, we're $10 away from $2,300.
Ooh.
We don't have
Oh.
any +1s in the pot, so if you want to be generous and give us some +1s, please feel free. We'll see y'all in a minute. Hello, everyone. We are back again. We have been playing Monsterhearts for Magnificent Pride. This is our final table of our month-long Pride extravaganza. Big shout out to my wonderful cast. So far, we have had some kind of murder, a sassy child, throwing verbal fists in the cafeteria. It's been very lively. If you missed the beginning of this, the VOD will be up quite soon. Kay is a VOD master. Thank you and shout out to Kay and David for all of the production work and all the behind the scenes work and support they've given me. To DomoCam/Domo Jason for all of the graphics, and to our wonderful, wonderful sponsors for both donating some money to the charity organization that we're raising money for tonight, as well as giving us awesome things to give away. Coming back from break, we are giving away a $25 gift certificate to Critical Hit Cookies. So this is your last chance. You can enter to win. I think is it exclamation point cookies? Exclamation point crit. There we go. Exclamation point crit in the chat. I am very excited for whoever wins because their cookies are effing slamming. So good luck. I hope it's one of you. We are raising money for Black and Pink, which is a charity organization that specializes in relief and support for people who have been incarcerated or people who are currently incarcerated, specifically LGBTQIA plus people of color, specifically Black ones, because we are the people who are unfortunately messed with the most in this world. Oh my goodness! Chrissy in Color! Chrissy in Color has won the cookies! Congratulations!
Congrats!
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy and excited for you. Chrissy in Color, shout out to Chrissy in Color for choosing to go back to school. Everybody
Yes.
do a
Get
big
it.
like pew 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 for Chrissy's good
Pew, pew,
news.
pew.
We will next up be giving away the physical bundle of TTRPGs, including Monsterhearts, a physical copy of Monsterhearts, this very game we are playing tonight, which will be given away by Indie Press Revolution, which is their distributor. They were so kind as to offer this physical bundle. It features 5 games that are by queer people of color or queer people who are also trans or just queer creators. So if you are interested in getting your mitts on that, please enter to win with the command in the chat. You do have to be present to win. So the command this time is going to be !TTRPGs, so plural with the S at the end. And now let's get back into it. Oz, you stumble back, having discovered your own corpse in this forest. Suddenly things start to make sense. Not being able to see your reflection in the lake this morning. That smell feeling kind of stale, that you expected to kind of smell that freshness and that beautiful kind of verdant smell. Everything seems dampened. Even now, there's a terror filling you inside. But it almost feels like a shadow of what it might have been while you're alive. And as you kind of turn back around to face your friends, you start walking back toward the tree line. Logan, as you see Oz descend from the tree line, meeting the rest of you on the shore of Lake Olivia, that same golden glow is applied to your friend that you saw on Jennifer.
Do I know what that means, the golden glow? Like, just in general?
So, you don't know exactly, like, precisely what it means, but you did roll to gaze into the abyss and see clues about the person who is dead.
Yeah,
Like,
so
you were
I was
trying to look for
assuming that
dead
it was like a
people
clue.
from
This
ghosts.
person's important. This person's important kind of situation.
Yeah.
Not, oh, this means they're dead or alive or anything like that. Because it seemed
Okay.
like Jennifer was alive at the very least.
Yes.
Seemed
so-
like is a hard question there, but you know. So I just raise an eyebrow as Oz comes forward then, and it's just like, all right, I can explain stuff. Like, I don't know if anyone saw anything. All right, but I don't even know how to, like, but I don't know what the fuck that was. And I point to Avery for a moment, still making eye contact with Oz, but we could definitely talk about it.
Avery is definitely hanging back, very quiet. Has her head just down. If a 6'2" tall buff jock could disappear, she is trying to. It's less of the drama from earlier and more like a genuine sullenness.
Are you chaos?
Like Oz is just like trying to like process. This is the first time you've probably seen Oz not being so like chill about things. And they kind of like have their hands on like the sides of their face. What does it mean when you find yourself amongst the leaves on the ground?
That sounds like a metaphor. Is that a metaphor? I don't. That sounds like a poem, kind of. Is that what you mean? Proverb.
Oh,
You-
I feel the
I know
English
you
class.
dabbled in poetry once or twice before, but that's kind of out of left field a
No.
little bit, Oz. I'm gonna be really honest.
No, like literally found myself in the leaves over there. You know where everybody just like
Yeah,
turned and, like,
yeah. Like,
battled. Yeah.
what do you mean you found yourself among the leaves?
like this on the ground, just
Looks behind you for a moment, then looks at you. Because, like, not clearly can't see that deep into the forest, right? But it's just like, I would like to. I'm gonna call it Reaper vision, I guess, where it's just like, oh yeah, Reaper time. Like, oh, this is when I'm looking for a soul to reap. This is what I'm gazing into. So I would assume that's gaze into the abyss again, or yeah.
Does
Yes.
that look like does something visual happen before
Yeah, I
your
will
eyes?
say that, like, well, like, it's literally under their breath, fuck it. And then literally, you would see, ooh, like, black veins start coming around the eyes a
Love
little
it.
bit, and they
Mhm.
leak down. And since we're kind of surrounding each other, hopefully no one's, like, doing anything, like, running away, and, like, let's close the bubble of, like, secrecy. Like, the bubble's here. Like, we're here. It's here.
Yeah.
Let's not open it, please. Keep closed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's 8.
Eight.
Plus 2, which is 10. Because my
And you're specifically looking for.
Oz just said that they found their body, or like a body that was on the floor that was them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, what does that mean? So now I'm trying to see if this is a soul to reap, is the best way to put it. Because this is another layer of gazing into the abyss, I would say.
So on a 10, you get this lucid vision. Oz is standing in front of you, and you can see him, right in front of you, like normal. But you see this like separate version kind of walking backward. It doesn't go all the way back up into the forest, but it like almost plays out like right in front of your vision, like almost like a miniaturized version. Like there's this like cast of shimmer almost, or smoke that kind of looks like grazed smoke, that shows you what happened. And when you see them kind of get back to and then kneel back down, and then they move their hand, you can see their hand in the leaves covers their face up, like it's all in reverse.
Oh.
Like it's definitely them. Make no mistake.
Oh, buddy.
Because you got a 10, I'm gonna say that you take +1 forward as well to solve this problem.
Oh, yay.
But you also get the sense that of what the gold means. If that person is laying there and you see your friend before you, then this is the person who you have to you need to reap the person that ended this person's life.
Oh. Okay. Close my eyes, go back to normal, black veins go away. People can react to that however they would like. But what do you remember yesterday? Like, just like goes into like, hey buddy. You remember anything this morning?
I'm trying to like think back, and I can't really. I'm just like I got dropped off, and
by your parent.
Yeah, my parents dropped me off. I was coming in a day early, and I don't know. I just went on a walk, and then I heard like some rustling, and then the next thing I remember, it was today.
Huh.
Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna ask you to not like. This has never happened to me before. It just like stares right through you. It's like, you might have died yesterday.
Whoa.
What?
Radical.
Like it's when someone deals with a traumatic death, they lose memory and time, and then.
I can't be dead. I ate dinner. I had breakfast this morning.
I saw that, and I thought you were alive too, and you look alive, and that's why it's a little confusing.
I mean, I can maybe talk to that. I'm not. I mean, I'm not alive, but I'm not a zombie, but I'm not like dead, but I'm dead enough. I can still eat. It's just like my body sometimes uses the food. Sometimes I think it just disappears. I don't poop anymore. Doesn't happen.
What is happening right now?
Everyone needs to roll to keep their cool.
Yeah, like, what is happening right now?
So like I'm so used to running TSL that I'm like, you're bearing the deepest contents of your heart. But that's TSL. That's not this game.
No,
This game,
close,
it's different.
I rolled an 11, which is like a big victory, but I have a -1, so it's a 10.
Okay.
I had gotten a 9 -1 8, so
Okay.
success.
You got a 4.
Okay.
Which feels right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have not succeeded in this game yet.
Oh,
If it means anything, if you're missing, you're getting experience.
Yes,
true.
I have been marked. This is my 3rd experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
work it up.
you're doing good.
I didn't know I could do that.
Yes, you can. You can mark the
Oh.
little experience dots on your page, and then once you have 5 of them, you get to select one of the things that's underneath that.
You failed at least once. I know with me.
Mm-mm.
I think I failed
we all
twice,
failed at
once or
least once,
twice. I know
so-
I think
definitely
twice
once.
is the correct number. Yes.
Okay.
Oz, you are in a place where someone has told you information that confirms your reality. You saw your corpse. But at the same time, your friend is now telling you that not only are you dead, but also they just are long-lived and never age, and they're trying to reassure you and comfort you that everything's going to be okay. But also, what? You can choose to react to that however you like in this moment.
But I'm too young to die. Are you telling me that I'm just gonna be like here all the time and not being able to poop or doing any of that stuff, and I'm just gonna eat and all my food is just gonna go away? And what am I supposed to do?
Okay, well, first of all, I think
Different
your
for
priorities a
everyone.
little all over the place if you're worried about poop and how you poop, and if you can first.
Well, that's the main symptom apparently of being like not dead or not alive is that you just
Yeah, that does happen.
don't
I
do
didn't
that.
look into it though because being respectful of you, but y'all kind of, I didn't know it was you that died. I was told that I needed to solve a crime.
Wait, what? You're solving
you being-
crimes?
What does that mean?
Wait.
Sorry, like supernatural crime. I was told to find who killed you.
Oh. Oh. But wait, who do you work for?
Tries not to laugh literally like I'm not a narc, if that's what you mean.
So you
Not at
already knew
all.
that I was dead.
down with that, hell no. So if we're talking about people who died, same. And
Whoa.
someone bought me back, and I owe them my life, literally. So I do what they say, which is reaping souls of the
Whoa.
wicked. Yeah.
None of you
That's-
can ever tell me that I'm acting weird ever again. Understood. What?
Wait, are you
What?
are you dead too?
Are you? I mean, like, clearly, like you did
Cool if
something.
you are. Yeah, you're
So
definitely
living.
weird.
What do you mean? This is not what? Like, listen, I support this part of you now that I know about it. That's really, I mean, it's cool because you're all like dead in different
Yeah.
ways, and I think that's neat. But like, what? What?
To be fair, I genuinely did not think you were a werewolf. I was literally just kidding.
Wait, that's true?
What? No? What? No?
Oh my gosh. Avery, be better. Like, hide it better. Do better.
13-year-old picked up on that. That little tiny nerd
Yeah, the tiny little nerd.
who should be hunting vampires and just can't really figure that one out yet.
Leave me alone. And then I get nervous. And then my vibe is off for the whole day. Okay, the whole day.
I thought you were just like in your feral era or something. You know, like
Yeah.
people do that.
No,
Like they have
I
phases and shit.
wish-
I just thought it was, you know, we were doing something different this year.
Moon bracelet. Yeah, it was.
I
Yeah.
guess. Well,
Like
no,
I thought
I
you were
guess
super into astrology, but every time I ask you what your sign is, you keep on telling me a different one, and I don't think that's.
listen, I don't. Okay, yeah, all right. Truth. I don't know anything about astrology. Sometimes people tell me that like Mercury is in Gatorade, and I'm like, that sounds bad, and they're like, it's very bad, you know. And then I just walk away because I don't know what else to say in the conversation. Um, More truth. I will turn. I think still in my like slutty little running outfit. I don't think
Mhm.
there's been time to de-slut myself. So I'll kind of turn and you see that Avery it's kind of covered. Like I like to think that maybe in the front she's got like a tattoo or something over it. But as she turns to show you her back, she has this gnarly looking bite in her side that if you were seeing it when it first happened, you would know like a chunk of her was missing. Just like, yeah, not good at hiding it.
That's pretty major.
Yep, it's bad. It's bad. I don't love it. But that's me over here. Let's focus on us right here, because that doesn't matter.
Yeah, by us we mean Oz,
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
the most recent
Yeah, right, they
sufferer
don't-
of the
GM, just because I'm paranoid, I'm going to try and respectfully scoot away from our conversation bubble, probably very unsettling because Avery, over to Oz's body. Can I look for any indications that maybe a beast is what did this rather than a
Absolutely.
person?
Yeah, so because you got a 10 on your keep it together, you're not losing your cool. You
Nice.
kind of effortlessly kind of extract yourself. You're able to kind of drop that and be like, so anyway, someone's dead, and then everybody goes back to their conversation about Oz,
Cool.
and you just like sneak away.
Nice.
Are you using one of your powers for that?
So the one I have that makes sense for me in the situation, it's one where you get a bunch of questions if you roll at a certain level. But the questions to me, I don't know that they match the scenario. It seems like they're
Throw it in
more
the garbage.
suited.
You can ask whatever you want.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then I'll use heightened senses. I'm going
Perfect.
to rely on my animal instincts to make sense of a charged situation,
Okay.
which I roll with dark.
You approach and you can smell that smell again. Like it fills your nostrils and your ears start to feel almost like a drum beats in them. That smell is so strong and so overpowering, and like you get a little hazy as you get over there, but you're able to move the leaves back and take a look at your friend's face. Which roll?
I rolled an 8 total.
An 8. Okay. Thank you to Chrissy and Color for getting us to $2,300. We got another +1 in the pot. Okay. So with an 8, it says that you can ask one question and take one forward. So go ahead and ask me whatever you want about this situation and what your senses are telling you.
Okay. I'm going to ask this like it's multi-part, but it's one question. That's just how my brain works. Did the killer leave anything behind on Oz, physical or not? Like if it's a scent, a bite mark, because that's kind of where Avery's head is at, a stab wound, anything that is weird, like could be identifiable to a killer in some way.
Do you have a string on Oz?
I do.
If you want to spend that string, you can turn that into a 10, and I can give you a little more information about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking this body over, this corpse. Spitting image of Oz, obviously. Except there's something about your friend that you didn't notice this morning on this particular version of them. When you kind of roll their head to one side, you can see a bite mark. There's two of them. There's one on the shoulder and one on the throat. The one on the shoulder looks haggard. The flesh seems like it's been almost chewed at and torn. But the one on the neck looks clean. And you can tell from the teeth marks it's from the same person.
Ooh. Ooh. For clarification, do they look like normal human teeth? Bite
They do not.
marks?
They look like they were
Interesting.
made with teeth that are sharp.
Knowing that a chunk of me was previously missing, does this look familiar to me at all?
As you kind of get a closer look, the second mark is what's really kind of messing you up. The first one looks like it could have been similar to your bite mark if it had gone all the way through. Upon closer inspection, it almost looks like it was made in desperation, trying to find something. And then the second mark was them getting the purchase. When you look around you, you can see exactly what Oz did, right? The blood is like sprayed across like one of the tree, like the trunks of one of the trees. You can see it kind of gumming up and making the leaves kind of sticky. It's all over their kind of flannel top as well. And from the aroma, you can tell that that's probably how they died. There's no more blood left in this corpse.
Okay. Can I don't know how. I am thinking in terms of like kids on bikes for a second. You know, you can like declare something's in your bag. Okay.
Yeah. No, if it is something that a camper would reasonably have, or that you would reasonably have as a werewolf, I accept it.
Okay. Can I have a walkie-talkie, the other half of which is in Tyler's possession?
Absolutely. I think what happens is
Can
you
it-
open up your bag to try and find something to help you, and there's a walkie-talkie in there that someone has left.
Can it be like one is Optimus Prime and the other one is, what is it, like
Megatron?
Megatron?
Oh my
Absolutely.
god. Candace, do
Yeah.
I have Megatron or do I have Optimus Prime?
I think you know you have Megatron list.
Oh my god.
Megatron. It's Megatron.
Oh.
You
I
are
was
not
gonna-
the hero, obviously, Liz. You can't have Optimus Prime.
No, this is true. I failed to think of his rules. My bad. I
I
think
was
I like
gonna.
flip open the little thing and it does the like little beeps and like the earth will be mine. The Allspark is in my hands. Like
Oh
some
my
little
God.
thing in the back of the speaker.
Ambrose, had you wanted to do something while this is happening?
I wanted to help Avery. So I'm gonna use my string to give Avery a condition called Bloodhound. And you can use it to add +1 to your rolls if it applies to the situation.
Very
Oh.
The thing
nicely done.
is that the GM can also use it against you. So
Amazing. I'm
It's
so
sure
I'm gonna
this is
use
going
my
to go
string to give
great.
you Bloodhound if you want to use it.
I'm
and
gonna use my
I-
powers for good, obviously.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
well, I will lovingly take Bloodhound because
Mhm.
I know whatever Candace is going to do to me is going to be so narratively juicy. I think Avery is just going to like take this in, visibly a little bit freaked out,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just let out the deepest sigh at the Megatron walkie-talkie in her hand, and then just go for Tyler.
Yes. Hello? Is that you? Did you consider my offer? Because I'm right here. I can be at your location in 5 minutes or less. This is Avery, right?
Yeah.
Over?
Yes, this is Avery over.
Yes, Avery. Okay, cool. Yeah. You found the tracker I slipped into your bag. Sorry. Over.
You're really gonna make me regret this. Listen, bud. I have a deal to offer you, okay? And I'm only going to ask you this once, so I want you to listen to it very carefully. Here are your options. We keep doing this little back and forth thing. I figure out where you keep your Doritos, and you are no longer in possession of them. That's option A. Option B, you come here, cool and collected, like the prime hunter I know you are, and not the little boy, okay? And you help me solve something that's kind of freaking me out. And you leave me alone and stop asking me questions, okay? I'm offering you, deep sigh, a different monster in exchange for me. Over.
Oh, sorry. Did you say there were 3 options or just 2?
Does it really matter? Only one is good.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there might be a 3rd option, which is like you come with me, and then I just like put you in my uncle's basement, and we do really interesting tests on you to try and heal you to make sure that you're not biting people anymore.
Tyler, bring your scruffy behind down here, okay, with your backpack full of things, and help me, please. Your grandfather does not like me. I am afraid of him. I really don't want to do what we did last Halloween over again. So I feel like we should just be chill, fresh start, come be a hunter, hunt monsters. Over.
There's like a long pause, and then you hear, "Yeah, all right. If I get one good kill over the summer, I should still like get my badge. So I'll where are you?
I thought you said you had a tracker.
This is a
You know where
tracker,
I am?
but you're supposed to like tell me where you are. Like if you need help, then I track you. Just tell me where you are, and that's you're the tracker. Over.
We're in the woods. I think we're by the lake.
You hear like a sound that keeps like making noise over and over again, and it's like the 80s equivalent of Find My Friends. He's like pushed a little button that like pings yours, and so he like comes running up. He's got like extra padding and like gear on and stuff. He's sweating. He's got his like little like glasses kind of like peering down like right at the edge of his nose. They are attached with like a little lanyard that has transformers also on it. And he kind of like just like peels over and slides on like the slippery rocks of the shoreline where you all are. Yes? Did you guys need my help? I'm
Stop.
here. I'm here to help. I have my stuff. Who
Stop.
is this? Who's the monster?
Okay,
Stop.
hold on.
Wait.
Is it one of you?
Hold
I'm doing like the
Hold on.
like Owen Grady in Jurassic World. I'm like, Tyler,
He like looks at all of you
Why
where
is
he's
a squirt
realizing
here?
he's like rolling up on you and just like jams his hand into the backpack and fishes it around. And when he pulls it back out, there's like a chain, like a bunch of chains of like different like mall jewelry that have different like religious symbols on them. There's like a cross, there's an evil eye, there's a little hamsa, there's like a little mandala. Like he's like, listen, you can't harm
Stop.
me. I'm here to
Stop.
help you. You can't harm
Tyler.
people that are helping you.
Tyler,
Neither
me.
of those things work on any of us, right? I like look at like Oz for a second. Maybe. You know what? Never mind.
Oz is down on the ground, and by the time like Avery went off to like investigate, Oz has been having like a full existential crisis.
oh
And they're
no.
laying on the ground and they're like trying not to cry, and they're just like,
Oh.
how is Avery the most normal person now out of this whole situation? And then as soon as Tyler comes running in with that stuff, they look at that and then they just start groaning. They're just like, oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Tyler, ground rules.
Yes.
You do not speak until I tell you you're allowed to speak. Okay,
Why is
that's
the
ground rule
squirt
number
here?
1.
This is kind of, like a tense situation here. Like, look at poor Oz. Like, point down to the floor.
Do you need a snack? I've got Doritos.
Like an unopened bag of Doritos.
My mom gave me a whole thing of them. He takes out like one of the little like snack size pouches and like just hands it to you. I'm sorry you're having a shitty day. It's really, I feel really
There
bad
you
for you.
go.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just like
Oz.
palming it in my hand. I'm just laying down on the ground.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
I've got a stuffed animal back in my cabin. I could bring.
No,
Is
Tyler,
that what they need?
listen, you're doing great, buddy. All right.
Why did you
just-
bring this kid?
I know. I regretted it as soon as you showed
I'm a
up.
professional.
Did you tell him?
A professional what?
All Tyler needs to know, and I will give him just the most piercing stare. All Tyler needs to know is that something did this to Oz, and that Tyler is going to help us normal people track down the thing that did this to us. And Tyler
Logan gives
is
you
not
the
going
the deadest of eyes of like, are you fucking for real right now?
Listen, my girl has not a brain cell upstairs. Tyler is going to help us, and then Tyler's going to go fuck off to his cabin and leave us alone when we have ascertained the situation. But
How
this,
old
I
is
think,
he? How old are you?
I'm 13 and a half. Thank you very much. I'm, full grown.
This is a 13-and-a-half-year-old
he's
person.
old enough to
Listen,
be.
I'm going into my senior year. I'll have you know, I've already gotten early.
I'm not trying to
submission
undermine
on
your age,
Princeton,
man. Like, that's
Yale,
not what I'm trying to
Harvard,
do.
Brown.
I know you're
will
smart.
I'm in charge of him. Okay?
Okay.
If anything happens to him, it's on me. I got him. All right. This is
Okay.
I'm gonna like just kind of scruff him a little bit like a kitten. Like he's fine. All right. I can take care of him. He's gonna be okay.
But
I just
why?
Mr.
feel
Monster,
like
what do you want me to investigate? Because you guys aren't being very friendly.
have you ever
We're
seen a body, Tyler?
So friendly.
Of course, all the time.
Is he lying to me?
He's not lying to you, but you get the distinct feeling that he is talking about like living ones.
God damn it,
This was
Tyler.
a terrible idea. Okay, Tyler, new objective, new mission.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to go back to your cabin, and I want you to research the kinds of beasts that bite for reasons. Like if
Beasts
they
that
like
bite?
they
I don't
need
need to. I have a whole list of beasts that bite. What kind of bite?
right,
is it?
but
What
I
does it
want
look
you to
like?
go back to your cabin and tell me over the walkie, because then it's cooler. Because then I'm like getting information in the field from you, and you're like my guy in the chair.
I don't know.
Can I scare the shit out of this kid, please?
You absolutely can.
I regret
starts-
everything.
As you all are trying to figure out like how to get rid of him, he starts rattling off different kinds of bites. So you got like the really like big tearing ones, just like a werewolf bite with like you already know Avery about the werewolf bites. And then there's the ones that are like more like localized bites. If there's like 2 bites and it's like really clean and it's like really open like holes, like really big holes, it's probably snake folk or maybe like a dragon or something like that. But if it's like a
Dragon?
small bite, and maybe some like other ones or whatever, it's probably like a vampire or like he's just like rattling off different kinds of bites.
Vampire. That could be something. Avery is
That's a
trying so hard to regain.
Yeah, but
Well,
hey,
I didn't say that.
Hey, Taylor, hey, look at me for a second. And then I want, I can roll for this and I can fail and I don't care. But like, I want the shadows that are his to start moving,
Ooh.
Okay.
and creeping up him, and then
Roll me
just the
plus
same
dark
look
for
that
sure.
y'all saw with like the veins, but just for show,
Yes.
not functional at all.
Yes.
It's just like, you should go back to your cabin now, is what I say. So I'm gonna roll that, and we'll see if I fail spectacularly. I do not fail spectacularly, thank God. That is a 10. That is not something I really wanted to pass because I want to use that 10 for something else. But hey, here we are. So to
take
scare
one plus,
to scare a
plus one
child.
forward for intimidation.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Cool. Thank you.
You look at him and like it's like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon plume of smoke is left behind in his
Whoa.
shape. He has left his bag, he has left the walkie-talkie, he has left everything. Like you got a 10.
Oh,
He's gone.
Perfect.
But
I'm
all
gonna-
his shit is still there.
I'm gonna root through his bag,
Mhm.
like carefully. I'm trying, like, and so because I don't know what he's gotten there, and I just want to see like what he's rocking with. Is this like, does he have like Nerf crossbows? Is it like he raided his grandpa's basement? Like, what's he packing?
So the contents of his bag are pretty wide ranging, actually. Inside is it's not like a Nerf crossbow, but there is like a water balloon launcher. He has like water balloons in there, and then he has like a spray gun And you can see there's like an empty bottle of like blessed water from like some church outside of town. You see in there like a little like container of like garlic powder.
Oh.
Just like little like things that you would expect someone who doesn't quite know what the fuck they're doing to have. There
vampire
are iron
enthusiast.
manacles in there. There is also a silvery looking letter opener. There is a cross that he is clearly like whittled out of like a twig and some sticks and like bound together.
Love this kid.
Just like, but there's also a leather bound book inside that looks like the real deal. Like it has the Van Helsing name kind of like embossed in the leather. And when you open it up, there's like a whole section on different creatures, including vampires.
I will offer, I'm going to kind of bring the book over and say, I'm not going to open it yet. I'm going to kind of keep it closed and be like, listen, did I just fuck up? Yes. However, all right, and I need you to hear me out here. All right, hear me out. Now we have a backpack full of supplies in case we need to tussle, and a book of information in case we need to tussle. So I feel like this was a net win overall because he's gone. I have this, and he'll probably leave me alone. I feel like this is a win-win-win. Now we can know more, and now I'll open the book so you can see I'm like not just talking shit.
Alright, stellar.
You guys have probably more brain cells than me about these sort of things, so I'll just kind of. But
Hey Oz, do you wanna? Are you okay? Do you wanna participate? I know this is a lot.
No, I'm fine. I'm cool. We'll be fine. I'm like still holding that little Dorito bag. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'll participate. we gotta figure it out.
If it means anything, when I find out who killed you, I get to reap their soul and bring them to hell for you.
Really?
Yeah.
You do that?
Absolutely.
Lion, as you are kind of like watching your friends decide whether or not they want to flip through more of this backpack in this book, the water kind of laps at your foot. You're right on the edge of the lake. The water feels like it's a little too close to the shoreline right now.
Yeah.
And as it kind of brushes up against your shoe, you hear a voice in your head. I thought you weren't going to make friends.
I mean, you know, if I don't want to die, I have to help somebody.
So you're taking my advice? We've been here a long time, and you're always just by yourself.
I'm not taking your advice. I'm just doing stuff. Nothing to do with you.
But I told you it's bad to be alone.
Yeah, and I said it's bad to be not alone.
Are you talking in your head or are you talking out loud?
Absolutely talking out loud. Towards the ground at the water.
Yeah, once again, cannot be me at the top of the weird mountain today. I feel like I have, in fact, descended to the bottom of the weird mountain.
The base of the
In
mountain.
comparison
Yeah.
to all of this, yeah. I think that like while I'm like trying to like I'm talking to Oz like, hey, did you want me to open those Doritos? I'll definitely make sure whoever killed you super dead, and everything, and then just distantly hearing like talking to somebody, and I'm thinking, oh, talking to Avery, and then turning and just talking to the ground, you know, and it's just like,
No, you talk to the hand. No, you talk to the hand. I don't want to hear it.
I think that you would be, really much better off if you just stopped being such a hater all the time. Okay? I think that having these little friends, they obviously don't mind that you're curmudgeonly and that you're weird. Okay? I don't mind that you're weird, but you don't want to be my friend. So
You're weirder than I am. Like
yes,
far out weird.
I own who I am, okay? You have no idea what it's like being guardian of this lake. No idea.
Stinky sometimes, I'm sure.
do you also have a person that you talk to?
Oh, you scared me. person, not a person. No. Do you talk to a person?
Yes. I'm not gonna lie anymore. I think there's no point.
Yeah.
I got a person.
I have fish. It doesn't really sound as cool when I can compare it to,
What do you mean you have fish?
everlasting living spirit kind of transcends through a school of fish that is reborn and regenerated eternally throughout time. It's just like your basic fish.
Are you one of the fish? Is that why you're immortal?
No, ew, no, gosh, no, nothing. I hate them. They suck. They're bogus. No,
Aren't they
I
like
just-
right there? You shouldn't be calling higher powers bogus.
I'm gonna like try and splash at the water. Yeah.
Oz, in your mind, you hear, sorry, I was trying to tell you earlier. My name is Neptune. It didn't really seem like you wanted to know about me. You sort of splashed me and ran away. But you know that I'm talking to Lion. Lion, you can hear this conversation. You know that I'm talking to Lion and that we're not friends, but I could be your friend if you're looking for friends.
You don't get to take my friends.
You can share.
I mean, we're not friends, but like, you
Oh, buddy, did you call us friends? Oh,
it's a bit of a slip. Camp acquaintances.
Avery visibly perks up. Friends?
Buddy, you just said the F word.
Never say it again. Oh.
Avery does a little spin in place.
I mean, I feel like we all could be friends. I don't feel like we need to fight over this. Friends can be all over the place. But hi.
I like
Neptune.
you. You're so friendly. I'm sorry you're dead.
Thanks. No one said that yet.
I feel like both me and Avery are just looking at each other because I do not think we hear this side of the conversation.
No.
We're missing a major part.
Hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
If you need anything, you can always come to me. I think that you can leave the grounds. You might not be able to go home. It depends. Sometimes you're successful and sometimes... You know what? Find Jennifer if you have questions about your afterlife.
Who? What? I don't hear her.
I
can't hear her.
We can't ask any
I'm not gonna say shit.
Would I know who Jennifer is just on
You do know who Jennifer
generality?
is. Yeah, Jennifer is the person who you guys have been at camp before, and is now the camp counselor. She's the camp coordinator. She is a grade or a year above you.
Big clipboard.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we could find Jennifer. She should be like doing leadership stuff. So I feel like we'll be able to find her easily.
Okay, but
Thank
Oz,
you.
you don't
But-
just need to know about your afterlife. You probably want to know about your before.
What is this?
You
What
had-
does Jennifer
no.
have to do? Like, Jennifer is a clue. Like, I will say that. I don't know why, but
A clue.
I think the fish said that
Neptune.
if that Jennifer would know about being dead, I guess, is what they said. So we should go talk
Yeah.
to them.
When did Jennifer die?
I don't know. I thought she was alive. This is all
Um,
new information.
Okay,
Alright.
well, before we go, Neptune, did you see anything? I know you're always watching.
Oh, now you want my help.
I don't
You
want
could have
your
known that
help.
Jennifer's been dead this whole time if you would just
Lion, you
been
do
my
want
friend.
the water's help. That's yes.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Avery. I can't admit it. If I
Well,
admit
maybe
it,
that's
then
why it's
I'm
not
wrong.
talking to you because you're not being nice to it.
Do they want to talk to me?
No. Absolutely not. Just two
They
sentences.
don't want to talk?
Come to the water's edge and I'll show you what I know.
Let's walk to the water edge.
Why do we walk to the water if they don't want to talk with us?
I mean, sure, she does, but like, I'm having a hard time participating. It's been a long relationship. Not a lot of people live and stay the same, you know? It's been a long 30
you
years.
You and Neptune were like a thing.
Were you together? Is this a weird ex situation?
No, but yes, but no. And like, water, it's fine, it's fine.
Guys, I think Lion has a crush on that puddle.
You have a crush on the puddle? You have a crush
I
on fish?
don't know. I'm getting a vibe. Give a little crush
Hey,
on
I'm not
the
gonna
puddle,
yuck your yum. I
lady.
just didn't think that this was a yum to yuck. So yeah, let's go to the
Maybe
puddle.
it is.
You all look over into the water. Oz, this time, you see your reflection, but you can see like the holes in your neck. Like it's your true reflection, not what everyone else sees. You don't look
Aw.
gruesome. You look surprised, right? You have like a surprised
Yeah.
face, but you don't look horrified.
Yeah.
The rest of you initially see your faces, and then like the water kind of blurs a little bit, and it's almost like a nega version of you. Like the colors of your hair might be inverted, or like your eyes might be a slightly different color, or like, you know what I mean? Like your face shape's a little different. Like there's something different about you. And it communicates back to you. That's the face that Neptune kind of shows you. Hi. Oh my God. All of you said you wanted to talk to me, and that's what I need to be able to communicate with you if you're not already like attuned to me. So hi, I'm Neptune. You know what? Let me get down to business. Excuse me. This is what I saw. I don't think it has anything to do with you though. The dead one. Oz?
That's Oz.
I don't think it,
Hi.
I mean, maybe. Hold on a second. And you see like the images that you guys are seeing, the reflections kind of vanish, and it's just your still face again. Oz, you have no reflection there. And then the water starts to ripple, and you see like the water reflection of a conversation that happened there a couple of nights before. You hear some yelling before the vision kind of like appears before your eyes. And you hear a masculine voice and a more feminine voice. Don't go over there, all right? Listen, just stay here. I have someone. They're perfectly okay. They're fine with it. Just do it. It doesn't have to be like this. Then you hear a more feminine voice crying, listen, okay, I am vega-fucking-tarian. I don't do this, all right? You could have asked me. You could have said even one fucking word. I wouldn't have rejected you. I would have been fine with you, okay? But you chose this instead. And you see, Lion, you know this person. It's that same blonde shithead that'd been looking at you and staring you down earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And he is chasing after Caroline. Caroline is there. Her eyes look puffy and swollen. Tears are streaked with all kinds of makeup and like eyeshadow and everything just running down her face. And she looks wild-eyed, like she's barely hanging on. They continue to fight, and you basically hear the couple talking about something that has gone down, something that has happened. It happened against her will, and now she is really resenting the fact that she has to finish this process, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
They don't say anything super specific, but you do get that much. That
Okay.
something happened. She slaps him. We're over! And then runs off into the forest. And he kind of shouts after her, if you don't take care of it, it'll take care of you.
That's ominous.
Man, I got popcorn for this shit, man.
Right?
Guess we have more than one person to see. Thanks, Neptune.
Yeah, I just, I know that it's more fun to like have, a nemesis or whatever, but as much as you think my life is so easy. It really isn't. I lose parts of myself all the time. Because I have the regeneration thing, and like it's always me, but it's also me and other people, and then they leave and they don't come back, but you're always here. So if you want to be friends, I'd like to be your friend.
Think about it.
You don't have to answer
Speak
now.
from your heart, Lion. Like, speak from your heart, my guy, my dude, my friend. Wrap my arm around his shoulder, like, come on. What's
Avery's
eternity?
eyes are so wide, like
Forever.
I feel like the next time you look back into the water, the reflection that's there is this like very androgynous, almost fey-looking creature, like a dryad or like a nymph of some kind.
Yes.
Pointy ears, green hair that looks almost like algae, very thick, very kind of drawn and kind of elongated features, with this really beautiful, like kind of cyan shade of skin. And you can see like the little like rainbow scales kind of like rippling on their face. I don't usually show people me. I show them them because that's what they like. But this is me. Sorry, it's been a long time. I didn't really trust you.
I'm speechless.
It's fine. They turn back into you, into like the weird you, and they're
No,
like,
no.
"It's cool. That was weird. I'm sorry. That was really awkward.
No.
Sorry. That's weird. Should have said something."
You didn't have to. And Lion's gonna take a step towards the water. Probably gonna start stepping into the water. Can I roll turn someone on?
Yes, you can.
Cool. This is with hot, so I have. These dice apparently only roll ones.
No.
Oh,
That's a total of 3.
3.
No.
They look at you and they come back to their original face. I get it. It's going to take a while for you to trust me. But seeing that you want to even a little bit makes me feel good. So maybe we can try this again sometime if you want.
Yeah, gosh, it's not a big thing or anything. You know, it's just fine. Jeez.
No, it's not a big deal. Haha, it's totally cool. Yeah,
God, you're
totally
so
cool.
bad at this, my guy.
They transform into their same face, but like really cool, like looking more like you. Like, yeah, whatever. It's like nothing, man.
Yeah,
handsome
jeez.
Squidward face.
Perfection.
Hmm.
All right, well, you all, I'll be here if you want to hang out or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Bye, and they just leave. They get super awkward and just dip.
Bye.
What a nerd.
Can you just take things? Like, can't you just like? You gotta just like, oh, that's some nerdy behavior, like gruff and shit. Oh, like why don't you just like, like just say thank you. Like,
I feel like, do you not have the same energy?
we're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
Well, I think we can shift the attention and the blame right over onto you. Who do you talk to? Let's walk and talk. We can find Jennifer.
Yes, let's go.
I'm gonna drop to the back of the group with Oz. I stare at Oz a lot because before this, I did not know why I never smelled Oz when they were in a room or heard their heartbeat when they were kind of in a heightened state, and it's now the pieces have pieced. So I'll just fall back to you and say, I know this has been a lot, but I've been told that I give really good hugs. And I don't know how this works because I don't really listen to Tyler when he talks. So if my hand goes through you or something, then at least we could both stand there and like imagine or something. I don't know. but I'm sorry this is happening to you. And when we find out who did this, I will eat them. Or something. I don't know.
I think Oz is a hugger in general. So Oz, like the moment, just the suggestion of a hug, like like in the back of their mind, just like I really need a hug out of this. So yeah, so as soon as they do that, like Oz goes in for a hug.
I'm just gonna hug you. You're muted, Candace.
Double mute. I was saying I think it does connect. You do feel
Yay.
each other. There's not a whole lot of warmth necessarily from Oz, but you can feel them maybe sucking the warmth from you, like leeching that from you a little bit.
I've got plenty. That's cool with me. If you want, I can give you a piggyback ride.
Oh, I'm probably like like in chest. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that's okay. I can
Okay.
walk. I just needed this for 5 seconds.
Well,
I'll just be
I'll
like,
tell you
"Ooh."
what. I'll tell you what. Whenever you want to hug, no questions asked. Just tap my shoulder or something, and I will hug you, and you don't have to ask. That's what no question asked mean. I guess I said that twice. It's fine.
So,
Yeah, no.
with that, what do you all decide that you're going to do next?
I mean, Jennifer
you
seems
looking
like
for
the type
Jennifer?
to roam the grounds. Yeah,
Mhm.
as like
It
the
was
camp
like-
coordinator.
There was like Jennifer for afterlife stuff. Talk about the afterlife of
Mhm.
Is
Oz.
she alive? She's like super dead, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
cool.
dead.
Cool.
Or what was like
Carolyn.
Carolyn, right? Like, so in terms of like, or her ex-boyfriend,
He's
like one of the
horrible.
two.
The
So,
worst.
Yeah. So, like, I
We should go
see
find
one of
Carolyn.
the other. If we want to like roll together and be smart about it, or be fun about it, split up.
Well, Avery doesn't have a smart bone in her body.
I feel
I
like
am
we should
down
go
for
find
whatever.
Carolyn. Yeah.
Carolyn?
Okay, maybe we go find Carolyn and the brain cells both go find Jennifer.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
who
I
are
don't
the
know.
brain
Or we all
cells?
go together for Carolyn. Either way.
Yeah,
Okay.
either is good.
Oh no, it wasn't a questioning sound. It was more like, wait, who's going to see who again? So that was me, like Ambrose
Oh,
forgetting their brain cell for a second.
It's that kind of day, though.
That
I
one
mean,
brain cell shared amongst us all.
You're lucky that I found and dusted off my brain cell to get to this game.
So grateful.
let's all go together. Why not? Go together.
Okay. So you all head over. The last place that you saw Caroline was the auditorium, right? Was the mess hall, which is right next to the auditorium. And as you start kind of making your way over there, you see the little Coke bottle eyeglasses peek around the corner of the mess hall, a little terrified. Hey, is she safe? Is she safe to come back?
I'll just break away from the group over to Tyler. I thought I told you.
I don't want to
Gavin.
talk to you, okay? It's not about you, everything, all the time. It's not about you. I don't want to talk to you. 'Cause, frankly, you won't work with me. So, I feel like maybe I need another connection. I need to make other connections in the circle.
Are you friend
Damn,
breaking
that's
up
cold.
with me?
You
What's
don't
happening?
respect my authority. Like, some of your friends seem to think I was pretty fucking smart. So, I was hoping that I could maybe speak to one of them, that they would maybe believe what I have to say, because you obviously don't take me very seriously at all.
You know what, Tyler? Nothing would make me happier than you going up to one of my friends right now in the situation we're trying to handle and telling them to take you seriously. Be my guest, please.
Thank you. I will be right back. If you would like to come with me, you can. I'm going to speak to someone right now.
After you,
You see him,
Mr.
like-
Van Helsing.
He rises to his full 4'9", shoulders squared, head held high, and he strides over to the other three of you. Good day, associate. I would like to inform you that I'm pretty sure that there is a a monster among us. And I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking I'm talking about Avery. I'm not, actually. Oh, are you a ghost too?
No, no, no.
What are you talking about?
Not
Didn't I
you,
just
not
scare your
you.
ass a second ago?
You're
He
not a
wanted
ghost.
to come back.
You're not a
So
ghost.
I
I know
told
you're
him,
not a ghost.
please
I'm not
do.
talking to you. I'm not talking. You don't respect my authority either. I don't. I'm not talking.
What
One of you-
authority, little man?
One of you might be a ghost. Your name is. I don't know. You guys are big kids. You guys are all the same. Whichever one of you was looking really sad early. You. I gave you the Doritos. Yeah. You
Yeah.
You don't have like. So I have this this piece of equipment, and he takes out like a Ghostbusters,
I hand him his
Like,
backpack back
little
so he
meter.
can do that.
right? He has brought this from his bunk.
Oh
It
my
was not in his
god.
bag. He takes out the Ghostbusters meter and he like points it at you, Oz.
Mhm.
People say it's just a toy, but it's telling me you're a ghost. Do you need help? Because I can try to assist you if you need it. There's another ghost here, Jennifer. I don't know how long she's been dead, but she's pretty nice. So I have
Right.
nothing. We have no quarrel here, me and you. I just want to help.
Well, I mean, do you have something outside of general observation?
I mean,
You
the
gotta leave?
observation of Van Helsing is worth quite a bit of money, let me tell you. We charge by the hour normally, but I'm offering to help you for free.
I look I look at Avery in a way that I'm like, I get it.
Thank you.
I understand. Sure, why not? I mean, faster we can solve this mystery, the sooner you can go back to your bunk.
Hey, actually, and I like crouch down, like I don't know why I'm doing this because like they're 13-year-old. It's not like they're like a 5-year-old. Hey, little man, kind of situation.
They like
It's
go
like,
to grab for their bag
Hey.
and realize they don't have it and just like squeeze the toy really
It's
tight.
okay. I'm not gonna do the thing I did before. Don't worry. I come in peace. Like
Yes?
I reap souls. That's what I do. Wicked ones. That's my job.
How do you
So-
do that job?
You die. But you don't want to do that. You got a full normal human life. But what I wanted to say was there's this other one. I think you'd be really interested if you help him out. His name is Jason Smith. Could you do that for me? Because like
Jason Smith?
yeah.
He's like the coolest dude here.
Sure. Yeah. Help him.
Okay, yeah. So as a Van Helsing, my life is actually fairly short. We are not a long-lived people. You can probably imagine. So I will keep that in mind because I think that if I finally like meet my end, then that would be I could reap souls and I could hunt monsters at the same time. That seems
Yeah.
that's like maximum
Isn't
efficiency.
that fucking sick? Just Jason Smith, can't mess. Super cool guy.
Okay, yeah, no,
could
I'm
definitely
gonna go
use
help.
your help, Van Helsing's help. Like that'd be. He needs that help because he's so beginner at this.
I feel really bad because I might have told somebody that you like had weird like vines in your face. I'm really sorry. I was running back and I tripped and I hurt my knee and I needed a band-aid and someone came up to help me. A camp counselor came up and so I told Caroline that I was running away from you guys, that you scared me and that you had these like veins in your face. It was terrifying. And she believed me. It seemed kind of weird, like why she believed me, but she did. And so now I think we're like best friends at this point. So
Did she run?
she did run. She ran back to her bunk.
Cool, and then like starts walking off
Let's go that
towards
way.
her bunk.
I am gonna give Tyler the backpack back,
Thanks.
but I will keep the Megatron walkie very begrudgingly. And I'll look at him and I'll say, you don't have to like me, but if you're in trouble, you don't have to die either. Shake this at him.
I mean,
Got it?
listen, I don't have anything against you. I just like don't want you to harm anybody. If you're a vampire, I'd have to turn you into dust. But because you're a werewolf, like we can have some
Tyler.
kind of agreement. We can come to an agreement if you don't eat people. And you know, when the moon is full, like and you do a ritual or you get a cage. Or I mean, have you read Silver Bullet?
Do you actually know how I was turned?
Well, I imagine it was probably a gruesome attack in the middle of the night when you were unsuspecting.
No, not entirely.
He like leans in really close to you.
Put like baseball mitt his face and just push him back a little bit. You make a lot of assumptions, and that's going to be the first thing that's going to get you in trouble as a hunter, okay? I mean this well. I was turned, and you see Avery get a little emotional. I was turned because a friend of mine was a werewolf, and he warned me not to get close. But he had been running in the woods and he got his leg stuck in a bear trap. And I couldn't leave him like that. So I sat there and I comforted him. And I tried to get him free. I wasn't strong enough. And just before the sun came up, he looked at me and he lost his control. And I lost my humanity. He regrets it to this day. Not all of us are monsters. Sometimes we're just trying our best.
Oh, he kind of like wipes away a tear with like the back of his hand and bumps his glasses. Yeah, this sounds like there's been a lot of miscommunication or something in my family. Do you mind if I take that report back to my folks? Because I think maybe we need to change how we do things.
I'm gonna pat his head, not condescendingly, very clearly fond. Say, sure.
Okay, I got a lot of things to think about. I'm sorry. And he hands you another bag of Doritos.
Don't take the Doritos.
I hope we can have like better interactions next time. I'm very book smart, but I don't have a lot of common sense. At least that's what my mom says.
You're gonna get better at it. Don't worry.
Cool. Okay. Thanks. Oh gosh, that's embarrassing. And he starts to kind of mutter to himself as he kind of trudges away.
I'm gonna pop up with the Doritos and go after my friends.
Y'all arrive at the cabin. It is a disaster inside. It looks like someone has just torn this entire room apart, and you can hear sounds of crying coming from the closet of the room. The doors are currently shut.
So how are we gonna do this?
I guess now's a good time to say that I can't die, so I'll walk in.
Okay.
Just in case things are like, violent.
I
and
mean, I
scary.
kind of can't either. I mean, I definitely can. But
Okay, I was trying to flex, and I think
this is you flexing right now.
Yeah. I'll and then Lion's gonna just walk in the door.
Okay. I turned. I was like, "Is this really the time to flex some mortality right now?"
Is it really a flex when all three of us are technically
kind of like
mortal?
in different ways, and or dead or have died?
Once again, Weird Mountain, Avery at the bottom. That's okay. I just want the record to be clear.
Just let them have it, I guess. I don't fucking know. Like, just walk ahead.
Lion,
Yeah, I'll follow right behind.
you steadfastly march into danger. Okay, march into danger right now, and you open the door. Inside is Caroline. She has blood red eyes. She has fangs. She is crying, tears of blood running down her face. She has like an old band t-shirt that she's using as a handkerchief. What could you possibly want
So you're a vampire?
No fucking shit, okay?
From the doorway, like all the way from the doorway, just like, what the fuck?
Please get out of here before I eat you, okay? Just go.
Yeah, no, nah, that's
Kind of too late.
yeah.
What?
You wanna take a chill pill?
I've been trying to hang on to this. You have no idea.
So you didn't kill someone recently? Like I swoop in behind Lionel, like just use like over their shoulder. So you didn't kill somebody? Like
Kill someone?
yesterday.
What? No. Why? Why would I do that? That's not what I do. I've purposely not been feeding. Okay, it's been over a week, and I am doing fine.
Can I do it? Now? Uncanny voices. I'm going to give a string to the darker power to activate this. You can give the dark power a string in order to realize a secret about someone you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
The owner of the character will reveal one of their fears, secret desires, or secret strengths. In this regard, I want to know if she's fucking lying and if she actually ate Oz the other day, or like, because I don't know nothing about like vampires in terms of like, I don't know, like, did you? Maybe you're lying. Action.
So, you like try to read her, and as you kind of peek around Lion's shoulder, and you like really like look at her, she really thinks she's telling the truth. She's like, her story is, I've been a vampire for a week, and I have done everything I can. I've not fed. But when she says that she's not fed and she feels perfectly okay, the perfectly okay is a lie. You know, the person that did this to me said that I was going to lose control, and I haven't. I'm perfectly fine. I am thriving right now, which is why I'm in this closet, because I don't want to hurt anyone.
Sweetie, honey,
And I'm doing
I crouch
perfectly
down
okay.
in front of
So-
her. Like I slowly push Lila, like, honey, you're not doing fine.
I'm fine.
Can I come in? Sort of. I imagine like the view is with Logan, and then there's just legs. I'm gonna crouch down less in an oh honey kind of way. I'm gonna crouch down in front of her, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell you something, and I want to be clear. I'm telling you this because we have beef, and I don't want us to have beef anymore, because I see this and I know what this feels like. I'm a werewolf. I know what you're feeling. I know.
Are you making fun of me?
I am not making fun of you. If I wanted to make fun of you, I would do it. I promise you I'm not. Someone killed our friend, and it looks like it was a vampire. And to be perfectly honest with you, I believe you, but I also feel like you may know something.
A vampire
So-
killed your friend?
Yeah, and I'll gesture to Oz.
Hi.
Where did they kill you?
In the woods. And then they just like threw a bunch of leaves on me and just like, walked away.
And you're here to like what? Catch the killer and like kill them or something?
No.
I'm looking at Logan.
Literally, everyone in the room looks at me. No.
We're here to understand. Like putting my arm like out. We're here to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like the main thing is like I'm dead now, and then I'm like, ooh, I'm here. So like, you know, ghosts don't like move on and stuff unless they figure out what happened. So, you know. So kind of got to figure it out.
Yeah, well, you know, like I don't really know very much more than what I am saying to you. And you have all been historically not very nice to me. So I feel as though I am justified in keeping my secrets from you. don't want to do this. I don't want to be this. I don't like blood. I don't like flesh. I have been vegetarian since 1982. So I don't understand why any of this is happening. This is a living nightmare. Well, apparently not living.
Oh, that's
And she cries.
funny.
Like she just like head first into the cloth. Does anyone want to say or do something? Yeah.
Did you go? Wait, go ahead.
You go first because mine's drastic.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Size. I think yeah, you're right. We haven't historically been kind to you, but kind of to be fair, neither of you. And
well, you guys are just a bunch of like freaks. And now I'm a freak.
That's my point right there. Like points. Like that's what I mean. Like
okay, all right. That's
you see?
You
understand?
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. all right. Okay.
Okay. I've dealt with it too. I remember dying and being brought back the way I didn't want to be. And I have to live with that. And now I'm a freak on top of your wonderful definition of a freak. But it doesn't have to be that way.
I'm gonna ask you to roll to turn someone on. This is
oh my god.
This is not a sexual roll.
This is
a trying to connect roll with this person.
Where is?
I'm gonna give you a +1 because you like shared your story, even though you didn't have to.
Thank you. I just passed with a 7 with that then, because I was like, oh no. And I don't have conditions to help me.
She eyes you. And I'm gonna use I give myself to you. That's the reaction. And she like looks at you for a second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been a bitch or whatever. Fine, yeah. Just because like I always feel really excluded. A lot of friends. I've been dating this guy. And this week I've really struggled, and he's a vampire and now I'm a vampire, and we didn't really talk about it before it happened. I probably like wouldn't have said yes, even though he's like really handsome.
He's not that handsome. Come on.
And like, what's your opinion?
You're dumb.
It's not like one of you would have noticed me. My choices were really limited. Anyway, I lost some time last night. When I woke up, and her eyes kind of like dart to her hamper. I don't. It might have been me. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Are you sure? You're not sure?
I mean, she gets up and leaves the closet, and she takes out like a little Lacoste polo and puts it on the bed, and it's like soaked through with blood. I woke up I outside of my cabin. I got here early to like hang out with him and do decorations, because like I can't tell, so it's my job. And I don't know what to do.
So, having smelled Oz's blood where their body was, would I be able to possibly recognize if their scent was on this shirt?
It's all over it. You rolled a 10 on that roll last time. I'm not gonna make you roll again. It is all like soaked through.
I will turn to Oz and I will do the very somber nod to confirm.
And it is like her clothes, like clearly like kind of her style.
Yeah.
Definitely. Her eyes start to like fill with bloody tears again as she looks at all of you. I wouldn't have, I shouldn't have, he told me if I didn't eat someone, that something bad would happen. I didn't know that he meant I would eat someone anyway. I thought like, whatever, I would die or I would like, I don't know, pass out or something. He didn't really tell me that I would just like vamp out and kill.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want. I'm really sorry. And she sits on her bed and just continues to cry.
Oh, fuck.
I would like. Sorry, no, you go first.
No, you go, Avery.
I'm gonna put two things on the table, Candace. Okay, because I'm feeling spicy. All right.
Okay.
Feeling spicy.
All right.
First thing is, I am going to offer her my blood.
Okay.
To feed, so that she can calm down a little bit.
Okay.
Because I know she is probably in agony. The second thing is I would love to, after I let her do this, I would love to do a keep my cool with the consequence of failing being that I turn.
Okay.
I
Go
think
ahead.
this is very triggering for Avery. Knowing what happened to her was also against her will. She was able to find peace with it, knowing it was somebody she cared about who didn't want to do that to her, but she still carries the consequences of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would be furious and want to tear this guy apart wherever he is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do I need to convince her for the feeding part at all?
No, you offer and she just kind of like looks at you almost like a scared animal. And then like after like a couple of seconds can't say no and just dives in.
I'll just kind of
Thank you to BZ for the +1.
Hell yeah.
2 in the pot now.
I'm just gonna pet the back of her head while she feeds, just try to comfort her a little bit, and I will save my roll to the end of the scene.
Okay. Shout out to Full Rubber Ducky for getting the IPG bundle. We'll need an address from you for them to send it. What else is happening in this scene? Did anyone else want to do something before we resolve Lys's role?
I'll do it afterwards because like I can say what it is or I can just wait because I'm fine either way.
Oh no, another pixel chat.
Yeah. I'll wait on
Okay.
it. No worries.
Lys, go ahead and do your keep your cool.
I was like, how do I work this in? And then I realized we were starting in the morning, so there was not going to be a moon for me to be under.
So funny.
Okay. Oh gosh. The 3 -1 for a 2.
Oh.
Cool has not been kept. You
Boy.
wolfing out?
Wolf it out.
Ow.
You wolf out and your senses come alive. You can see Oz more clearly than ever before. It almost looks like the air is like cushioned around them or something, like there's a halo around them. You can see them completely, but it's clear that they're different from everyone else. She looks very ethereal. You can almost see through him. There's like a really wonderful ambrosia smell coming off of Lion. It smells like honeyed mead and like nectar. There's like a smoky smell coming off of Logan. You can kind of see the tendrils and wisps kind of like over his shoulder a little bit, but without quite being able to tell what's there. And then you find it. You find that smell that smells a little bit like the smell of the person at your wrist, but masculine. And your eyes dart toward the window. The rest of you can see this. What do you look like when you turn?
Avery is now 7 feet tall and long claws. She goes like, it's not like a wolf man, like sort of universal monsters, like just hairy person, like full on wolf on two back legs, snarling. The eyes are straight gold, sort of like a light brown fur, like a medium brown fur. You can see there are like, I think Avery hides scars very well in a human form, but you can see the sort of gnarled bits and stuff where she's clearly been attacked or chased and stuff in this form. She lets out this really sad, pitiful whine because she sees her friends, and there's the human part of her does not want this, didn't want it to be this way. But she, looking at the description of my darkest self, someone is attempting to stand in my way, so they must be brought down and made to bleed. So I'm gonna crash through the window and start running.
Right. Is everyone else going with Avery?
Oz is definitely going to, as soon as they like gets like bewildered by the massive form, but as soon as they crash through the window, Oz is gonna run after them just to make sure that they don't do anything terrible or out of pocket.
Okay.
Just to make sure to be there for my friend.
I would say that in awe, obviously, like this, like 6 foot something, like Amazonian, like presence of a being now just gained a whole other person in height. Just tumbled out the goddamn window and is now like, we can only guess where you're going in terms of like, oh yeah, hunting this person down, or question mark. There's a moment of wanting to chase after Avery, but then a moment of looking back. Was it Caroline? I always mix up names that sounds like Coraline, Caroline, whatever. And then deeply sigh. I have to make a call real quick. like just kind of like, I'm just gonna like minimize this just a little bit before I like freak out, and I'm gonna not even walk far, just walk to like the open door but not fully outside, and then I just say as if they're already there, Gray.
You hear right next to you, she replies, yeah.
So I found who did it, like points to Caroline.
Go get her soul.
Can I make a different suggestion?
I don't see why you would need to have any kind of suggestion, but I will entertain it since I've
That's
encroached
all
on
I
your first
really
if
ask,
can.
Gray. That's all I really ever want. Is
He
an
like
audience.
he grins at you, like you can see like every tooth.
Yeah. So this is a fledgling, if you will, a baby vampire, which I didn't know vampires existed in the first place. So thank you for catching me up on that. But they were changed against their will and tried to do the best that they could. I don't know if that's a wicked soul per se, but I could do you one better. That's more wicked, probably, is the person that forced a change on them in the first place to do this.
Wait, I turned against her will?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And you know who did it?
Yeah.
We never get those guys.
Really?
Most of the time, you know, it's like someone's at a truck stop, gets turned into a vampire. They're never heard from again. It's usually one of those. It's not really a situation where you can track people. So if you can find that fucker, yeah. Do you want me to go with you? I'm right here.
If you would like a show.
I always want a show.
Well, let's give it to him. But that's a good replacement situation, soul situation.
Yeah, I don't need this one. They're gonna cry the whole time anyway.
Yeah, I got that vibe. And I don't know if Lion is still there, And just
Yeah.
seeing me talk to smoky air.
Yeah.
But
It's
Lion,
less
I
sus
feel
now.
like because you know this, like you know Logan's truth, you
Mhm.
see that mist that you saw earlier, like that kind of like outline that you sort of kind of got. You're like, maybe something's there, maybe not. It suddenly takes shape. Like the longer the conversation happens, and like you see this like hella fine black goth person standing there, like just like leaning against like the door jamb, like just chit chatting normally. And they like look over to you, and she's like, "You can see me. Are we telling people about our job now? This is supposed to be a secret job.
it's a secret job
First
among
rule of
other
reaping:
secret
don't tell people you're a reaper. They're
But they're
scared
not
of you."
people. They're also freaks.
Yeah, like so freaky.
God, you're so not convincing, even when you're telling the truth.
Listen, you know what? I feel like I'm getting over involved in your teenage politics, so just lead the way to this asshole so I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
take him with me.
Change targets. That's all I was doing. Let's go. And then charges out.
Lionel turned to Caroline. You wanna join us? I don't really run. I'm just gonna kind of like walk. We probably get there when it's
You better run your ass.
over.
He like shouts back.
Yeah,
Come
I
in.
guess. I guess I'll go with you or whatever. Like, are you gonna like do something mean to him? Because like the breakup's really fresh, and like I want to see him brought to justice, but at the same time, like if I could set him on fire, that would make me really happy.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be a joint fucking effort.
Yeah, let's
All
go.
right.
We're running.
We're doing it.
So she starts to run, and like the speed is the first thing you see. She takes off into the night, like she's like gone, right? Like, as a matter of fact, I feel like Avery, like you hear running footsteps behind you and behind you, Oz. Like the two of you are kind of trying to keep pace. Oz, you're mostly just kind of floating at this point. You're starting to understand how your powers work. You can just kind of get places very quickly. The reason that Jennifer seems like she's everywhere at once is because she's a ghost. She can just, yes, almost like Janet from The Good Place.
Nice.
Just kind of pop into existence. Yes, hello. So like you're keeping pace with Avery, no problem. You're not winded. You're perfectly fine. You're just gliding along, and both of you hear like the footsteps kind of encroaching on this like two-person run that you're taking. And when you look behind you, it like there are glowing red eyes, and like it almost looks like her hair, which is like already naturally kind of curly and very full, is even like it looks windswept. Like this voluminous cloud of hair is kind of trailing behind her as Carolyn is like just kind of kicking at your heels, like trying to catch up.
I can fix
It's
her.
not hard to find him.
We can fix her.
I can fix
He's
her.
smoking a joint with his friends outside the main office. Lion, you know that they patrol to try and like catch younger campers out to haze them. He's one of those. And as he kind of sees you guys approach, he steps up. You can't be here after dark. Okay. It's McKinley territory. Capture the flag isn't until tomorrow. It'll set the tone for the rest of the summer.
You know what's kind of weird? Is that you can be out during sun time. Like, that's weird, right?
I mean, not really. Like, wait. Why wouldn't I be able to be out during suntime?
I don't know, man. Why don't you tell me get defensible? What's up?
Whatever. I burn really easily, so I wear a lot of sunblock. Obviously.
Yeah. I can tell by those rosy ass cheeks. Geez. Like, are you kidding me right now?
I'm well fed. What do you want?
Oh, good choice of words. Well
Oh,
fed.
yes, I bet you are.
He's
Go
like
for the
looking
blood
at
bags?
all of you, and then like turns to Avery for the first time. Like you step into like the light. Oh, so you like know about that's a werewolf.
Yeah.
So you okay. You see his like brain make the connection. And he turns to try to run to get away.
No, thanks. I don't know how to stop him, but I want to do it in a way that embarrasses him deeply.
I mean, if you look for his cronies, they are gone. They took one look at Avery and were like, nope, above my pay grade, and dipped the fuck out.
If ghosts can like pop up in different places, can I like pop up in front of him just to get him to stop enough for Avery to like do their business?
Absolutely. He comes face to face with you and he goes, I told her it was going to happen and she didn't fucking feed.
Yeah. And this is why this is going to happen. And I look behind at Avery.
Oh
Fuck
god.
him up.
So Avery is not of Avery's full mind. Avery's of Avery's primary mind, right? A primal mind right now. Okay. But Lish just remembered that I promised Tyler that I would not hurt people. And now I'm sad.
So, good news. Evie donated to give us a help or a hindrance. So,
Okay.
because you are trying to keep your promise to Tyler, this person has given us a help. So, I'm going to say he backs up. When he tries to go to run and you're there, Oz, he starts backing up and backing away and backing away and backing away. And he gets closer and closer, further from the forest and closer to the shoreline. And as his foot steps backward, a monster comes out of the lake. It has like this kind of gnarled form. The skin almost looks like it's bloated in decay. It looks almost humanoid, like a Swamp Thing-esque sort of creature, but it's like 8 feet tall. It's huge. The lower half of its body looks like it's tentacled. And it reaches out like a massive arm and just pulls him and starts dragging him into the water as he's screaming and screaming and screaming. You can hear like silvery bells, like little bubbles of laughter kind of like swirling through the night sky as the water just starts to lap and it continues to try to pull him into the lake.
Oh.
Nice.
Super helpful.
Radical.
Extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Do y'all
Yeah.
just chill and just watch the show?
High five each other, yeah.
I'm just prepping to reap a soul right now, so all I'm doing is like looking a little less human at this point. But essentially, there's two ways that this could work. So I'm just gonna give this to Lion on this one because we're next to each other. There's a moment where shadows gather in hand, and then you see those turn into oh, thank you for the music change. They turn into like a familiar visual that you've probably seen when it comes to Ringmaker, which is a scythe for a second.
Yeah.
And then there's a moment of like, nah, this is a little too corny. And then it goes down, and then it spreads between hands, and it helps to elongate fingers with black shadows, just like sharp enough to pluck a soul just as it becomes present. And then just sits there and slowly walks forward and waits until, because there's a lot of people that are vying for this guy, and I'm like, I just need the final blow. That's all I need. Just kind of waits there in terms of like very Wolverine-esque of like, let's go. Whenever that happens, I'm in for it.
He reaches one last hand toward you, seeing that your fingers are elongated, mistakenly thinking that the purpose of that is to grasp and reach him.
Nah, buddy.
Do you connect with his hand?
I connect with the hand, and then there's like a digging sensation as soon as that happens, just to latch on.
You feel a little bit of a tug as this creature and the water just kind of pull him even further into its depths. And he kind of like looks at you and gives his eyes look like they just have given up. And as that one last tug happens, you pull your hand back and you take his soul. He's standing there, shimmering.
Exactly that picture. Thank you.
Right? Like you can see like almost looks like the way that Oz looks, a little bit semi-transparent, like in the moonlight, especially now that you know what they are, right? Now that you know that he's a ghost. This guy looks the same. except instead of that really pure and really beautiful kind of like very clear image that you're getting, it almost looks muddy, like static in a TV or something. And he kind of just stares at you, and he goes to try to speak, and he has no voice as he looks at each of you. And then you snap your fingers, and he's gone. Gray whispers in your ear, "Thank you so much.
You're
Until
quite
next
welcome.
time."
Enjoy that. I
You
felt
have the
good doing
summer.
that. Whatever. And like shakes the shadows off.
So I guess this is the beginning of our summer holiday.
It's good to know that I'm not the only monster.
Yeah.
Not by a long shot.
I think that as we close this story, the rest of you walk back to the campsite. Nothing's really changed. It doesn't seem like anything's really out of place. There's no little Tyler screeching at you, which is nice. Oz, you get back to your room. And when you open the door, sitting on your bed is Jennifer. She looks up at you. I've been wanting to talk to you all day. I'm so
Same.
sorry. I was busy and I did not welcome you. Probably should have. You know you're dead now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like an unofficial welcoming committee. There was a ghost here when I died, and they helped me through everything. There's actually a few of us. That lake really fucks people over. So I'll introduce you to everybody tomorrow. But I wanted to come and talk to you, see how you're doing, try to acclimate you. Are you okay? Have you made peace with what happened to you?
I have now. I have now.
Okay.
Mainly because I have some friends who kind of were able to help me take care of that. So
Oh, friends. Awesome. That's like chapter 6 in this book. And they hand you a book that says it is for the recently deceased.
yes. Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna have to read this summer. Okay.
Yeah, there's homework. But what's good is that there's also an audiobook. You can just pop it into your Walkman. I assume you have one of those. All of our electronics technically still work. It won't work if you like try to use other people's electronics, but yours are fine.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm like thumbing through the pages of the book, trying to like just get.
There's like
Just a cursory
diagrams
thought.
in there. Yeah, there's like a whole like table of contents. There's like a newsletter form that kind of falls out that you can sign up for. There's like a whole world that is now open to you because you are dead. And a ghost specifically. Lion, you get back to your bunk and it's peaceful. Your roommates are already asleep. You have nothing really to worry about. But you can hear the echo of Neptune's offer. We'll try to do this again sometime, okay?
It feels more comforting. Yeah, I guess.
I think, Avery, as you get back to your room, there is a moment before you go in where you try to calm yourself. Do you allow it to wash over you?
I am in doggy tears, fighting for my life to do it.
You transform back and you're having a hard time, just like the very ends. Like everything about you is now human except your paws. And you're like trying to get your paws to go away and trying to get your paws to go away. And you hear a little voice like in the door of your cabin. I have a stuffed animal if you need it. He walks in and hands you like a little bear. This always calms me down. I realize that, not everybody's a monster because they want to be, and sometimes you guys are good. So I thought maybe this would help you, and I thought maybe I could stay up with you tonight and do some studying or research.
I would really love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. he scampers in way too fast and just like immediately sets up shop, like starts making a little like fort.
Oh my gosh. I'll help him hang the stuff he can't reach because I'm so tall. Just like blankets and lights and everything. And then I'll just hold the stuffed bear to my chest. I probably don't even notice when my hands go back to normal, but I just let him talk, which I never do. Just listen to him talk about all the things he loves about monster hunting and everything, and only speak to correct him if he says something like weird.
He just kind of like at some point recognizes that you haven't said much and like looks up like nervous, and then like kind of sees the look of understanding on your face and just dives right back in and talks to you late into the night.
Yeah,
Logan,
that's
you
good.
get back to your room. Jason is there. Jason's just hanging out. He's got a cigarette behind one ear, shaggy brown hair in his eyes, blue eyes looking back at you. Yeah, you got that one today. Good job, I guess.
Thanks. I wasn't sure if that was like actually genuine from your soul. Wait, I mean, I don't think you have one of those, right?
You see him like swallow his rage and his anger, really trying to hold on. We had some pluses that we didn't get to use.
Yeah.
So as I think like a little boon for everybody, a little tasty bit, there is another adventure that summer. And if y'all want to get back together again for another table of this, I am absolutely down.
Absolutely.
We can solve another mystery, or we can just have gay time together, or both.
Say less.
Whatever.
If you would let me come back, yeah. Are you kidding?
What are we doing?
Yeah, we solved the mystery today, and the next game we can use that +3. And if you guys want to come back in the audience and give us more pluses and more ridiculous accents, just show up. We'll have a nice time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do another installment of this because I love this table so much, and I'm having such a lovely time. Thank you for
Yes.
letting me go over a little bit so that we can wrap up.
Wait,
I
did
think
we? Oh, we did.
as we finish, y'all hear like the sound of people sneaking out of their bunks in the middle of the night to go and visit boyfriends and girlfriends and date mates getting together. And this feels like the start of perhaps your most interesting summer yet. And that's where we're gonna end for now. I have a camp. I have 2 camp people that you haven't met yet. So I'm really excited to
really
let you meet
excited
them.
about
today.
that.
I want to play
I
capture
also
the
just
flag.
don't like that, like, what's his face? Like, Jason actually sounds hot. And I was just like,
He's super
The
hot.
audacity.
like,
I'm
He's
looking
super
forward to
hot.
this
I
being
don't
a
like that
problem
you're
for you.
fine, but you're
Yeah.
shoving your seniority in my face.
Yeah. I didn't want to describe it because I've already taken us past our time. But like, it's the 80s.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
he
yeah.
wears a little vest with no shirt on underneath
Of course.
and like
It doesn't.
sunglasses all the time
The jean cutoff shorts.
and
Oh,
cut
him himself.
I just feel
God.
like Logan just has
You can
panic.
see like his little top surgery scars. Like,
yes.
Pose. He has a really stupid tattoo though. It's like a phoenix or something on his arm.
Oh
Like
my
something
God.
something like
I
it's a
love
cool
it.
tattoo, but it's like
But it's
cheesy as
not.
fuck.
But it's also
Yeah.
cheesy.
Yeah.
So it's just literally like, oh man, I have a little bit of a panic every time I see you, but also, fuck you.
Ugh.
You know, like it's there. It's just like,
Well, yes. Exactly.
Oh my god. Thank you so much to everybody for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. Let's go around the table. We are going to introduce ourselves and tell people where they can find us. Let's start with Ambrose.
oh, hi everybody, it's me. I'm Ambrose. It's your boy. I go by any and all pronouns. I just played Logan, that goes by they, he pronouns, who was the Infernal Reaper, because that's how I colored him. I am the creative director and founder of Other Cider Studios, where we do horror and investigation. That's like our main focus. And we are currently working on a project called The Melancholy Weave, which I believe Candace is in that one. Hello, hello, hello. So stay tuned. That is a bespoken horror that is custom to each individual group. It's not more than 2 players, less like at least 1 player, and it's using the quietest system. So it's an anthology series of horror, and I cannot wait to share that with all of you. And yeah, there's other things. Oh, I'm also a part of like the Midnight Rush. That's on Bad House RPG. That's going to come out soon, which I'm really excited about that one too. Super excited because it's been a while since I've done a Hunter game, and it's a fun time, y'all. Other things that I cannot talk about right now, but those are the ones that are out now. And it's wonderful. This table was magnificent. Oh my god, absolutely fantastic. Wonderfully done, Candace. GMing, like, this was really good. I'm obsessed. You can continue. I'm done talking. Have fun.
Thank you. Oh no. Thank you. That's very high praise. Next we have B.
Hey, hello. I've been your non-binary busy bee. You can find me on all social media as bzelda_. I'm a tabletop podcaster, streamer. Currently, I'm just working at an indie video game company. We are making a game about tea and cats. It is available on Steam right now in early access. Yeah, this was amazing. My first time playing Monsterhearts, and fabulous. I rolled every time and I failed every time, and I loved it. So that's how you know it was a good game.
Outstanding. Yeah, you roll like me. That's how I roll when I'm playing any Powered by the Apocalypse
I
or
love
Bleak.
it.
It's in the dark.
Fail.
Don't bother. Just skip me.
Yep,
I
yep.
obviously didn't get it.
Tell me the consequences.
Next up we have Liz.
That's me. Hey everybody. I have been Dauntless. You can find me on Twitter at Daunt_Lys, DAUNT_LYS. My account is on private. Don't let that scare you. Come on in. I'll open the door for you. Thank you to everybody who's been here and donating. I think all of my projects are currently in the oven right now. So the only thing I can offer up to you is I am available to be commissioned as a GM. If you're interested in that, I will run games in a bajillion systems. And if the one system you want is the one I haven't listed, then just ask me. You can find more information for that on my Twitter. My Ko-Fi should be linked there as well. You can also find me at, ko-fi.com/Dauntless. That's probably right. This has been amazing. You guys are so, oh my gosh, my heart is so full. I'm so excited to come back to camp.
And last but not least, Eli.
Hi, hello. My name is Eli. I was playing Oz, your favorite camp ghost, and in the similar vein, I am also the resident ghost of Mayday Roleplay. We're an AP content creation team. We're making a variety of things, predominantly in horror, but if you like Vampire the Masquerade, come join us on Saturday because hot summer vampires are back in the wonderful city of Las Vegas as the new generation continues on their story. And I am playing a gangrel named Niles. And other than that, you can find me on Twitter at anywhere as a Ghost of Eli. I do a lot of different things. I write, I GM professionally. I make a bunch of different content. I like to talk about like fair labor and actual plays and stuff like that. So if you like that kind of thing, just follow me on socials and you can find all of that fun stuff there. But yeah.
Yay! That was amazing. All of you are so wonderful. This was such good table
so
chemistry. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Like, honestly, this entire like event has just been an embarrassment of riches. I feel like nobody gets every table right, but I got every table right, and now I will never shut the fuck up about it ever again. There's no talking to me now. I am basically the god of TTRPG casting, and I will forever think of myself that way, and that's it. Insufferable. Insufferable. It's Leo
The
season
title.
soon,
It's
so-
yours.
Literally
Have it.
never miss.
insufferable.
Yeah.
Please go ahead and get your final entries in for this last it's over? You did it? Who won?
Giveaway loading.
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
So we'll deal with that later. So yeah, I have been your host and your storyteller tonight. My name is Candace the Magnificent. And yeah, I I feel so lucky. I'm not gonna cry. We're not gonna cry tonight. We're not doing it. So instead of crying, I'm instead gonna tell you that you can find me on Twitter at the Candace Marie, and on Blue Sky too. Not really. On Twitter at the Candace Marie, and then at Candace Magnificent everywhere else. I stream every other Saturday, so not this Saturday, next Saturday. Every other Saturday, I stream on my Twitch channel. I do ukulele covers. I am pretending that I'm going to be doing video game streaming at some point on Mondays and Wednesdays. Probably not, but check me out just in case. You can see me in a bunch of places. I'm doing a bunch of things. I'm going to be on Ambrose's channel. K, myself, and B, you can hear us on the Candlestick Crimes over at 12-Sided Stories. If you are voting for the Ennies, please vote for 12-Sided Stories and Otherworld Hollywood. That is a podcast I was a part of. I am super duper proud of the work that I've done that. So please give it a listen if you want something cool. Every other Saturday, that's not the Saturday that I stream, I am on Matihi's channel doing What We Do in the Shallows, which is a queer 5e pirate horror campaign where I play a snakefolk rogue. And yeah, shout out to like all of the places that these lovely people can be found. Make sure you support them. Make sure you follow them. Follow the places that they are connected to. Shout out to Mayday Roleplay, Lev, and Zach, who was actually in our Juneteenth game. Lots of really, really wonderful and lovely people over there. Lev and I are in Otherworld Hollywood, also from Mayday Roleplay. So please definitely give them a look. See if you're going to be at Gen Con. I'll be there doing some stuff. And if you are going to be at Big Bad Con, I will also be there doing some stuff. So will Eli. So I believe will Ambrose, right? Are you at Big Bad this year?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Anyone else?
1 year I'm not going.
No,
Oh,
Zelda!
Pete.
We'll get her.
Sad.
We'll get it. All
We'll
right,
get
I'll
it.
find you. I will come where you are.
I'm hoping
Canada.
some are going to PAX Unplugged at the very least.
Also, PAX Unplugged.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're gonna.
We'll
What we have to
find
do
a way.
is we
Next
need to go to
year's my fun
Toronto
year.
to go visit B. Is what we all need to do.
Yes.
We just like need to go to
Yes.
Canada and visit B in person.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors. I am just over the moon at how this went. We have finished this campaign with a grand total of $2,380. That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah. Hell yeah.
And I could not be happier to like be able to, I don't know, just like spread that care to people who really need it. Like y'all really helped and did me like the hugest service and the hugest favor. And I am just, my heart is very full. B won the dice. B won the final gift card. Yes, B. Their shipping is pretty fast. Somebody gave me their gift card that they won, and my dice just arrived today. So yeah, this has been a wonderful time, everybody. Again, if you're interested, I think the Tiltify is going to be open for a little bit longer. If you want to donate, if you want a little bit of Magnificent Pride merch for yourself, please check out our Fourth Wall account for Chaotic Wholesome, and we'll see you on the next one. Keep your eyes peeled for the sequel to this very table and for future endeavors with Chaotic Wholesome Presents. Thank you. Bye, and free Palestine.
Bye.